Back to Red Oak, Aaron West and Matt Davis, and to everyone watching online, we appreciate it. So, Matt, I want to run through this. People can go to our YouTube page, search for KCSI, search for KCSI Radio on YouTube. They can watch it there. While you're there, hit the subscribe button. Go to our Facebook page, KCSI KOAK Radio, and there's a link on there to our YouTube page. We'd appreciate it. Give us a like and a follow there, too. Listen right here on 95.3. We appreciate that. You can go to kcsifm.com, click the Listen Live tab. We've got you covered.
Well, absolutely, on all those multimedia platforms. And I will have to say KCSI has by far the best live stream feed out there with their graphics and their slow motion replay. You want the best, go to KCSI. And you didn't even pay me to say that.
No, we didn't.
I mean, that's just my own unbiased observation.
I appreciate it, too, Matt.
It looks great in high def in your living room as well.
Absolutely. Sit back and flip it on in high def, and we appreciate it. Okay, Matt, so what do you have? Tell me, when you were looking at these two teams coming into tonight's ball game, what jumps out at you?
Well, first thing, Atlantic comes in 5-7 on the year. They're on a 2-game loss streak. They were 9-14 last year. Head coach Dan Vargas' team is third in the conference, scoring 57 points per game. This team, it jumps out to me, this is a team that gets after you defensively. They lead the conference in steals per game, 14 points, 14 steals per game. So my guess is we're going to see Tigers going to see some full court pressure tonight. This is also a team that's second in field goal attempts, which usually means they're very good at offensive rebounding, which is the case. They're fourth in offensive rebounding. And then this team, the Atlantic Trojans, shoot very well from the free throw line, 67%. And then we already talked about individually Haley Rasmussen. Sophomore Jada Jensen's fifth in the conference in assists and second in steals per game. Haley Rasmussen's third. So they have two top steals in the conference on the floor. For Red Oak tonight, Aaron, Red Oak's 2-9 coming to the game. Head coach Maddie Gilbert. Red Oak is fifth in three-point field goal attempts per game, so they're shooting the ball from three, and their leader from three lane is senior Chloe DeVries. She's second in three-point made in the conference at 27 and first in three-point field goal attempts at 94. She averages 10 points per game. Junior Lexi Johnson averaging 5 rebounds per game as a rebounder. Red Oak averages 32 points a game. They give up 52. So right there you see the discrepancy in the points where Atlantic's averaging 57. Red Oak's 32 points average on the game. Turnovers-wise, Red Oak averages 21 turnovers a game. Atlantic averages 15. Red Oak shoots 26% from the field, 66% from the free throw line. So what I think you're going to see here from Atlantic tonight is a team that really likes to get up and go.
Yep.
They like to transition, they like to turn you over. They're going to hit that offensive glass pretty hard.
And I think the Tigers have their work cut out for them. Tigers have a bit of a winning streak, Matt.
That'll be the theme tonight. You're right.
So,
Red Oak Tiger girls have beaten Atlantic 10 consecutive times, dating all the way back to 2016. So we'll see if the Tigers can keep that streak intact tonight here in Hawkeye 10 play. And while we're on Hawkeye 10, just a full slate of games on Hawkeye 10 tonight, Aaron. You got Clarinda at Kemper Academy, Denison's at Lewis. So these are all girls' games. But most of them are boys-girls doubleheaders. Of course, Atlantic's here. Crescent's at Shenandoah. Indianola goes to Glenwood Rams for a non-conference game there. Those are the girls' games, and like I said, most of those are boys' doubleheader games as well.
All right, let's take a break, Matt, and we'll come back and look at some of the lineups after these messages. Back. Let's take a quick look, Matt. I want people to be aware of the weather here. Just a quick look. Tonight, mostly clear, lows in the teens, around 19, north winds 5 to 10. Boy, was it windy and cold this afternoon. The temperature was 37 or 39, but that wind, woo.
I'll take your word for it. I was taking a nap.
It was late night last night, Matt. Winds gusting to 20, shifting to the south after midnight. Wednesday, tomorrow, sunny. Get this, highs around 50 degrees tomorrow.
Oh, my.
Yeah, wind's going to be out of the south 10 to 20, gusting to 30. Wednesday night, mostly clear, lows in the mid-20s, and west winds at 5 to 10 miles. 50 degrees is not bad.
That's very good. We'll get all that snow melt. I can walk around in shorts tomorrow.
Okay.
Be good.
All right, so, Matt, what do we need to look at here now? So, some lineups.
Yeah, you want to go with our projected lineups. I guess you have them here for Atlantic. You want to go with them?
Yep, let's do that. And I'll tell you what, I'll just run through those.
Yep.
Starting first, we'll go with the reserves. Nellie Grooms is senior. I don't have heights for the Atlantic Trojans, but Nellie Grooms is senior. Number 10, Tessa Grooms, a senior, center. Aspen Nicholson, a junior. She's a guard. Madison Huddleston is a sophomore guard. Melina Woodward is a junior forward. And Kiera Olson, a sophomore. She's the center. Now, we mentioned Haley Rasmussen, phenomenal scorer, all-around leader, great athlete on this team. She's a senior. You're gonna hear her name tonight for sure.
And just recently passed the 1,000-point mark in her career. So
pretty remarkable athlete. Taylor McGreedy, she's a senior. Lauren Nicholas, she is a senior. Macy Waters, a senior, and Jada Jensen, she is a sophomore. So you have 4 seniors we think that will be starting tonight, and we'll confirm that. And
Jada is kind of the, along with Haley, kind of runs the show out there. Like I say, she's a real good ball handler and very aggressive with the steals. So excited to see her play tonight.
Look at the Atlantic Trojans coming into the.
They used to be called the Trojanettes when I was in high school.
And then they were the Trojans not too long ago.
And now they're the Trojans.
And now the Trojans.
There you go.
It's the Trojans. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and look at the lineups for the Red Oak Tigers right after these messages. To Red Oak, Aaron West, Matt Davis. Melanie's running all of our production truck software tonight. We certainly appreciate her doing that. Non-starters reserves for the Red Oak Tigers: Maddie Doyle, sophomore, 5'6", Jocelyn Shum, sophomore, 5'9", Lainey DeVries. Lainey gets in the game quite a bit for the Tigers, sophomore at 5'10", Macy Boswell, junior, 5'8", Timberly Bentley, a sophomore at 5'6", Merced Ramirez, a freshman at 5'9". Merced's little sister had a birthday today.
There you go.
Marielle did. Olivia Boswell, freshman at 5'8". Starters for the Red Oak Tigers: Chloe DeVries, all-around leader for the Red Oak Tigers, senior, 5'7". Lexi Johnson, phenomenal athlete, 5'9", junior. Peyton Bass, a junior at 5'9". Lennon O'Neill, junior, 5'9", and Abby Jones, a senior at 5'7".
The lineups have been pretty set for the Tigers almost all the same year now in their 12th game here on the season. So they've kind of been able to get in a rhythm coming out of Christmas break. Of course, everything was shut down there for a period of time now, so the games are coming fast and furious. Quick look at the Hawkeye 10 standings before we get going here. Aaron Glenwood sits on top with a 6-0 mark, 9-2. Of course, there's a little bit of news there. They were beat. Their 2 losses on the season are out-of-state teams. They were beat by Maryville Spoofhounds in a game 95-74 Saturday, where a Serena Sundell, a K-State recruit, dropped 45 points on the Rams.
That's remarkable.
They're ranked number 1 in Iowa. Lewis Central is number 2 in the conference, 5-1, and they're not ranked in the state. Harlan is 4-1 on conference. They're ranked 12th in the state. Creston's at 4-1. They're ranked 8th in the state. St. Albert's comes in at 4-3. Shenandoah at 3-2. Denison's 2-2, and they're ranked 11th in the state. Land at 2-3 in the conference. Kemper 1-5, and Roke turned at the bottom there. So 4 teams in the Hawkeye 10 girls ranked in the top 15 in the state, and you got to wonder if Lewis Central is not going to break that, being 5-1. You got to wonder what Denison's 9-2 overall, and they played a really good non-conference schedule, and they're 11th in the state, and they're in the middle of the pack in the Hawkeye 10. That tells you the competition of the Hawkeye 10 conference.
It is tough. It seems like that every year, Matt. More so in the recent years. I mean, it's just stacked with loaded teams. So every time you step on the court, you got to be ready to play ball.
Well, when you have the prohibitive favorite to win the state championship in your conference, which is Glenwood, you know that's the bar you got to go to. And I say, and Glenwood gets challenged with that. That's good for Glenwood to have those good competitive teams within their own conference.
Yep, absolutely. All right, we're going to have some player introductions, probably the national anthem here in a minute. Let's take a quick break one more time. We're going to be right back after these messages. Okay, Matt, like you had mentioned earlier, a lot of games going on tonight.
Yeah, it's a full slate in Southwest Iowa, all around the state, actually. All teams are in action on a traditional Tuesday night of basketball. And, of course, right here in the Hawkeye 10 and Red Oak, we got games. But also the Corner Conference has their in-season tournaments going on this week for boys and girls. And we have a girls score at halftime. It's Stanton girls 46, Essex 18. That's a halftime score in the Corner Conference girls tournament.
With Stanton, their girls team, they've had quite a year.
Yeah,
and, well, starting back in volleyball season, volleyball and basketball.
Yeah, actually, the Bike Queens are on top of the Corner Conference right now with their record and playing very good ball.
They've been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think tonight when we get the Red Oak Atlantic game, I think some of the keys for Red Oak tonight is we'll see what kind of pace of play. If Atlantic is what I think they are, a full court press, get in your face type of team, Red Oak's going to really have to focus on taking care of that ball and try and not get caught up in that pace of play. That would not bode well for the Tigers. The Tigers need to take good control of the ball, get good movement in their half-court offense, work for those shots.
Control the ball, go for the high percentage shot.
Red Oak doesn't want to get an up-and-down game with Atlantic.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages. At the center circle for Atlantic will be Haley Rasmussen and Lexi Johnson for the Red Oak Tigers. Pep band's in the house, Matt.
Well, you cannot beat a pep band in a basketball game.
Pep band's in the house. Tap. Tigers come away with it. Chloe DeVries grabs the ball. Pressure right away here, Matt, from the Trojans. Trap.
Half-court trap.
There is Lexi Jones in the lane to O'Neal. Through her hands, and it's going to be picked up by Nichols.
And that's what that pressure causes.
Nicholas out on the right side. It goes to Waters. Left side, Rasmussen. You got to watch her. She can shoot the ball. Waters down on her side. It's tapped and stolen. Peyton Bass really picked up her defense this year. Stolen. Tigers come away with it. There's that trap. Jones into the lane. Little running jumper. One-handed jumper. No good. Rebounds pulled down by Nicholas.
Good take there by Abby. That's how you beat that half-court press.
With the ball is Waters. Comes around top the key. Out on the left side to Nicholas. Baseline left to Rasmussen. Drives the baseline. Puts it up. No good. Rebound grabbed by Bass.
Peyton held her ground there and caused a missed shot.
Ball's going to be turned over. Jada Jensen steps in, steals it, but she steps out of play.
Yeah, Rasmussen, Jensen, 2 and 3 in the conference in steals. You can see why. They're all over the ball pressure here. They're trying to trap everywhere it goes.
They're trying to create those turnovers. Lexi Johnson with the ball goes down to the blocks, puts it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by McCready. Taylor McCready left to right across the timeline. There goes Jensen into the lane. Little running jumper. Nice looking shot. Just didn't finish. Goes out of play. Last touch by the Trojans.
Looks like we got the same refereeing crew that was in Carroll last night. So they must have come on down and followed me down here.
They came to enjoyed that so much, Matt. They came to Red Oak tonight. Jones with the ball. Pressure in the backcourt now.
Atlantic in a 1-2-2 full
tapped
court
and
press.
stolen. There's Jensen. Jada Jensen has the layup wide open on the left side, and it's good for 2. Trojans on the board now. 6:37 to play here in the first.
This is what we expected, a full court press, a lot of trapping, going for the steals.
DeVries with the ball, takes it across the timeline. There's Jones, tapped by Rasmussen, picked up by McCready. She goes in for the layup, pretty much wide open, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, well, we talked about need to take care of this ball, beat this trap, get set up, don't get caught up in this fast-paced game.
4-zip. Trojans lead, 6:11 to play. Tapped by Rasmussen, picked up by Jensen. Again, pushing the ball, looking to put some points on the board. Rasmussen goes up, no good, gets her own board. Kicks it out to Nicholas for the long three-point shot, and it's 7-0. Atlantic with the lead. Officials timeout here.
Yeah, this is what we expected to see, and Atlantic is just putting on a suffocating full-court press right now.
Creating turnovers. Tigers
4 turnovers already on the game for the Tigers. Make that 5.
Stolen by Rasmussen, and she puts the layup in for 2. Coach Gelber wants a timeout, 9-0. And Atlantic with the lead, 30-second timeout. Matt, that's exactly right. What you expected, though, is that high pressure, create the turnover, get the high percentage shot.
And the other stat we didn't mention at the top of the broadcast is Atlantic has played one more game than Red Oak, but they've taken 658 shots from the field. Red Oak has taken 352, so that tells me they get it.
Almost double what the Tigers have taken.
They get it. They're transition. They're getting shots. They're not taking long to take looks. They're taking them when they get them and converting them. So,
and here we go.
We'll see if Red Oak does a little bit better job against the press here. It's one thing to get through the press, then you got to set up.
The
trust me.
Tigers struggling with this press right at the moment, though. They got to get their arms around that. But boy, I tell you what, Atlantic looks good on the court.
Yeah, when you're trying to bring a ball up, it's all arms everywhere. You just seem like you can't pass it anywhere.
Trap. Jones with the ball, pressure in the backcourt. She just takes it right across the center stripe. Abby does. Then it's going to be tapped, picked up by McCready. And a foul on the play.
Yeah.
Foul is on the Tigers. Peyton Bass gets whistled for her first. And the Trojans have the ball. Inbound pass comes to Jensen. Jensen runs the offense here. Point guard now to Waters, out to Rasmussen. Left side it goes to Nicholas.
Tigers in looks like a 1-2-2 type zone here.
Nicholas with the ball, and a little running jumper off the backboard, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jensen. She goes back up and in for 2. Jada Jensen. 11-0 now. And Trojans have the lead. O'Neal to Johnson. DeVries down in the corner. Tries to get in the quarter, but it's tapped by Jensen. I tell you, the Trojans are in every passing lane.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a very good defensive-oriented team right here. You can see a lot of their offense comes from their defense. You can tell already by the first 3 minutes of this game.
11-0. Trojans with the lead. Inbound pass to Bass. Back to DeVries. Again, looking for that trap in the corner. Gets it to Johnson at the center circle. She goes around
really
the right
extending
side.
Red Oak out on their defense here.
There's Bass. Into the left elbow, picks it up. There's Rasmussen, steals it. She has the layup all alone off the glass, and it's good for 2. Haley Rasmussen, it's 13-0 now. Red Oak with the lead, 13-0. Red Oak leads.
She averages 4 steals a game. She's already got 2 by herself tonight.
Laney DeVries with the ball, passes to Chloe DeVries, gets it to Johnson. She takes it across the stripe inside to O'Neal. Lennon spins. She's double-teamed in there.
Good kick
DeVries for 3. It's no good. That's Chloe DeVries. Rebound tapped. Goes out of play. Last touch by the Tigers.
There's a good kick out to Chloe. Good shot there. Didn't go down. Then O'Neal battling on the boards there. So good possession there for Red Oak.
4:25 to play in the first. Atlantic leads 13-0. Atlantic with the lead. Rasmussen out on the right side. Works her way down toward the baseline. Then kicks it all the way back top key to Waters. There's Nicholas. She can shoot the 3. It's no good. Touches nothing. Rasmussen grabs it on the backside. Into the lane she goes.
Nice
Dumps
move.
it out to Jensen. Jensen just makes it look easy off that baseline out on the left side, about 10 feet out. She drops it.
Really good move there by Rasmussen to maneuver through and get the ball to Jensen for an easy shot.
15-0. Tapped, coming away with it once again. Trojans to Rasmussen in the lane on the left side, blocked by Lexi Johnson. Lexi goes up and gets it. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Bass. Bass across the center stripe to Lexi, but couldn't quite get extended and pull it in, and it's 15-0.
Yeah.
Trojans with the ball.
Trojans really extend their zone out. They challenge every pass out top, every pass on the wing. Really hard for Red Oak to get the ball down in the scoring position.
We're going to have a travel call on Nicholas. She caught the ball, was trying to make a quick move inside, takes an extra step, and gets whistled for it. Pressure in the backcourt again. Here comes the Tigers. Lexi Johnson to Bass. Bass across the center stripe, picks up her dribble to Laney DeVries. And I think Laney takes an extra step as well. Boy, anytime that the Tigers stop, Matt, it's an instant trap.
Yeah.
Anytime there's an opportunity.
They're just everywhere they look, there's a yellow jersey on, and sometimes 2 of them.
3:27 to play in the first.
And that's where you got to make those hard cuts to the basket, hard cuts, passes to that. Standing will not get it done.
Jensen down to the left elbow, passes it out to Nicholas. Cross-court pass now to Waters, top to Peter Rasmussen. She fakes it, into the lane she goes. Nice little step, but
good
hits the bottom of the rim. We're going to have a jump ball.
Good job there by Abby Jones.
Jones and McCready. Taylor McCready tie up. Alternate possession gives it to the Tigers. And inbound pass will come from Rasmussen right out to Waters. She picks up her dribble there, hands it off to Rasmussen around top of the key to Jensen. Nicholas out on the left side. She drives in.
There you go.
Stolen by Lexi Johnson. Kind of came right to her. She takes it end to end, puts it up, and she'll be fouled by Nicholas.
I think she'll be shooting on that. I think they're going to say she's on the floor.
Yeah, they're going to say she's on the floor. That's going to be a foul on Nicholas. And that's her first personal foul.
Not a lot of fouls in the game so far, only 1 on each team.
Tessa Grooms comes into the ball game. Taking a seat is Nicholas for Atlantic.
Looks like Atlantic's going man on out of bounds here.
Inbound pass to DeVries, or to Bass, rather, hands it off to Johnson. She drives in, puts it up, no good. Rebound is fought for. Johnson comes away with it, puts it back up on the glass, and scores 2. Lexi Johnson picks up a couple for Red Oak, and it's 15-2.
Good job by Lexi to stay with that.
Down to Rasmussen, top key to Jensen. Inside it goes to Grooms. She'll go to the line for 2.
Grooms is her post player, and she's got some height on her there. Just a nice feed down low to her, and she made a spin. And
Laney DeVries gets whistled. That's her first personal foul. 2-shot opportunity here for Grooms. She just stepped into the game, too.
Yep.
Goes to the line right away, snaps the net. It's good. 16-2.
This is a good free throw shooting team. They shoot about 67, 68% as a team.
And Groom's second shot is up. It's good. She gets them both. 17-2. Atlantic with the lead. 2.5 minutes to play in the first. There's Johnson with the ball out on the right side. Cross-court pass to DeVries. That's Chloe DeVries to Peyton Bass. Back to Chloe. Out on the right side to Jones. She's open for 3. It's
shot.
Good. Abby Jones picks up the 3. And it's 17-5.
Key there, they got the ball in the middle, and they kicked it back out. That's how you beat that zone, half-court zone.
Atlantic leads 17-5. Down to the baseline to McCready. Back to Jensen. There's Grooms from the free throw line. It's good. Tessa Grooms.
Nice little 15-footer there for the post player, Grooms.
19-5 now. Atlantic with the lead. 1:58 to play in the first. There's Johnson. Tap by McCready. She keeps it in play. Pushes it down. There's Rasmussen for the board. It's good for 2. It's 21-5.
turnovers lead to points. That's what's happening right now.
Tries to get it to Johnson. There's McCready. She gives the outlet to Jensen. Rasmussen, she puts it up, battles, falls down, no good.
Good rebound there by DeVries.
Laney DeVries goes in and grabs it, ties up. It seems to me, Matt, watching this year, it seems like there are far more jump balls called than in past years. Maybe I'm just more. I don't know. Maybe I've noticed it more this year. My goodness,
little bit that can be attributed when you have. Red Oak is not the best ball handling team this year. Last year they had a lot of girls that could handle the ball well, dribbling wise. That creates less opportunities.
Could be
for tie-ups.
Good point. Chloe DeVries with the ball down to the corner to Jones. It's just a lit high. She can't quite bring it in and goes out of play. Trojans have the ball. 21-5. Atlantic with the lead. 1:13 to play in the first.
And the other thing about Atlantic here is we talk about the press. They've got some length and they got some long arms. That just makes it even more so hard.
Waters down inside to Grooms and almost travels with it. There's Rasmussen. 3
seconds.
Yeah, we got a 3-second violation on Grooms.
Yeah, good kick out. The Atlantic's doing the same thing Red Oak needs to do. Get the ball in the middle, and that middle person has some options to pass, kick it back out, or take a shot.
Atlantic's been in this.
It's easy to say it up here, Aaron. It's hard to do when you're down there.
When you can see it here, it just looks like all you got to do. There's Jones, strikes it into the lane, puts it up. She'll go to the line for 2, Abby will. And Trojans been in the press all night.
Yeah, they're not going to probably take it off.
They haven't fallen out of it yet.
I think that foul's on Grooms, I think.
Yep, that's on Grooms.
And Abby will go to the line here to shoot 2.
Abby's first shot from the line is no good. 54 seconds remaining.
I see Abby Jones signed to go to Briarcliff to play volleyball.
Certainly
is that correct?
Did. Yeah, that's correct.
So she'll be looking forward to that.
Yep. Second shot, no good. Rebound grab by Grooms. Quickly to the other end. There's Chloe DeVries, steps in front of it. She's going to let the traffic clear. Pass it out to Lexi Johnson, and there's Jensen. Now Jensen tries to go for the steal, creates the foul.
Yeah, there's a little bit where a back cut would be good because they're challenging that wing pass. So make a back cut. That makes them play a little bit more honest. If you do a couple of those and they can't quite come running out in the wings to contest that pass.
Did you see Jensen help her up?
Mm-hmm.
I like
sportsmanship.
I like to see that sportsmanship. There's DeVries with the ball in the corner. Chloe DeVries, a lot of pressure coming from the Trojans. Lots of pressure. Gets it to Laney DeVries. Nice job to get it out of there. Jones into the lane and
got a double dribble.
Double dribble on Jones.
Right idea there by Abby. She tried to split them and get to the middle of the court, but she double dribbled on it.
21-5. Atlantic leads, 28 seconds remaining in the first. Jensen with the ball. Takes it across the center stripe. Play for one last shot.
Probably. Looks like they're doing that.
20 seconds. Rasmussen swings around to the center circle. 15 seconds. Works her way left. 10 seconds. Hands it off to Jensen. Gets it to McCready. McCready to Jensen. 6 seconds. Rasmussen is open for 3. It's no good. Rebound tapped. Laney DeVries to Chloe DeVries. Back to Laney, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. And it's Atlantic 21, Red Oak 5. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. Quarter. Atlantic comes into this 5-7 on the season.
Well,
they're a good-looking ball team.
Yeah, when you play Creston and Denison,
you're playing ranked teams.
You're playing ranked teams. So 5-7, Hawk 10 might be 8-4 in another conference.
Waters with the ball as we come back to action here. Macy Waters gets it to Rasmussen.
Staying in a 2-3, or maybe a 1-2-2 type zone here.
There's McCready in the blocks. Kicks it back out to Nicholas. McCready. Nicholas skips it over to Waters. looking inside, not there. Back to Nicholas.
Good job by Red Oak girls defense there.
There's Lexi Johnson coming away with it, going for the layup, puts it up. It's no good.
Good take there by Lexi.
There's Rasmussen pushing it quickly to the other end of the court, out on the right wing. Haley Rasmussen. Waters at the top of the key. Rasmussen out on the right side.
Tigers doing a good job when they get them in Trojans in a half-court defense. They're doing a good job here, making Atlantic earn their shots.
Waters with the ball at the top of the key. Kicks it out to Nicholas, down to Rasmussen. Rasmussen takes it all the way under, a little reverse layup, and puts it in for two.
Beautiful move there by Haley Rasmussen.
Haley Rasmussen picks up a couple.
She just kind of glides with that basketball when she's dribbling it.
23-5, Atlantic leads with 6:53 to play here in the second quarter. Pressuring. Lexi gets it away to Chloe DeVries. There's O'Neal. Back to Chloe DeVries. Top of the key to Lexi. Left side Jones for three. It's no good. Rebound is tapped, and Grooms gets. How tall is Grooms? She's a tall girl.
She might be 6 foot.
She may be. Down quickly, though, to McCready. And I tell you what, Atlantic looking to push the ball, finds McCready.
A good fast break is when the ball doesn't touch the ground, and that was all passing there.
25-5. We're going to have a travel in the backcourt, and the Trojans will have the ball. Coming into the game, Bass taking a seat, Laney DeVries for Red Oak.
When Red Oak enters that ball in that middle position, it's important that person turns and faces the hoop. That creates options of drive, pass, or kick. If they remain with their back to the basket, they're not looking for a shot, being a shot threat.
Nicholas to Rasmussen out to Waters for three, and it's no good. Rebound grab by Grooms. She puts it back up and in for two. Grooms does.
And you see right there, Atlantic's also a very good offensive rebounding team, and hit the boards there with Grooms.
Nice little spin move by Abby Jones.
Good job by Abby.
Handles the pressure well, Abby did. Now to Chloe DeVries, top key, left side to Bass. Bass drives into the lane, blocked by Grooms. She's looking to push it. McCready takes it down, backs it out, kicks it to Grooms on the move, and she's just wide open through the lane. And it's 29-5. Atlantic
Coach Gilbert's
with the lead.
Get timeout.
Yeah, Coach Gilbert has a timeout, full timeout. We'll take it with them, 29-5. Atlantic with the lead. We'll be right back after this. Action here in Red Oak. Inbound pass to Jones. Pressure in the backcourt. Chloe DeVries with the ball. Now to Bass out on the left side. Pressure from the Trojans. Rasmussen taps it. Picked up by DeVries. Now to Jones. Quickly looking at the three. It's not there. There's Bass. Bass turns, puts it up. It's good for two. Peyton Bass scores a couple.
That's exactly what I was talking about. They got Peyton in the middle, then she turned towards the basket, and she took the shot.
29-7. Atlantic with the lead. 5:16 to play in the first half. There's Rasmussen for three. It's no good, but Grooms gets the board back up. No good, and she's fouled. Is that on O'Neal or Bass?
I think they might get Peyton.
They were both there. Yep, looks like it. No.
Peyton, yeah.
Peyton Bass gets whistled. That's her first personal? No, that's her second.
Yeah.
Inbound pass to Grooms. She's wide open. Puts it up. No good. Rebound grab by Chloe DeVries.
Found Haley Rasmussen.
Rasmussen gets whistled. Had a hand on her back. Gets whistled for it.
Fourth team foul Atlantic. Red Oak has 3 team fouls with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Pressure in the backcourt from the Trojans.
Much better job here Red Oak with the spacing of their players.
Jones to DeVries.
Right
on the move, Johnson.
Real good job there by Red Oak breaking that press.
Johnson baseline left inside to O'Neal. She spins, kicks it out to Jones. Bass puts up the three.
There you go.
Peyton Bass hits the three from the corner on the right side. It's 29-10.
You know, Peyton has been looking more and more for her shot as the season goes along, and she's getting more and more confident with that shot.
29-10.
You don't have to have great form. It's just if you have some confidence, that's a big thing if you're a shooter.
That was almost a carry with the ball there down to the other end, and there's that offensive board and put back from Rasmussen. 31-10 now.
Yeah, a lot of second chance opportunities as well for Atlantic, which, like we said, they're one of the top offensive rebounding teams in the conference.
Jones takes it across, loses the handle. It goes out of play, and it will be turned over to the Trojans. 4:16 to play in the second quarter. Into the game, Laney DeVries taking a seat, Abby Jones.
And you can see why Atlantic gets so many field goal attempts in the game. They create turnovers. They get offensive rebounding opportunities. It's
Macy Waters comes back into the game. Tessa Grooms will have a seat. We're set for action. Inbound pass comes to Jensen. Jensen, for a sophomore, plays well, Matt.
Yeah, she's got a little size on her out there at guard, so height that is. And
Rasmussen to McCready. She drives the baseline, tries to go to Waters, but she can't bring it into control, goes out of play, and the Tigers will have the ball. 4:04 to play in the first half. It's 31-10.
For the most part, Rogue's been pretty good in her half-court defense. They need to control that defense rebounding, though. But
Laney DeVries with the ball. Has it tapped by Jensen, picked up by Johnson. She goes out of play, but we're going to have a foul on Jensen.
I think that's 2 on Jensen.
And it looks like we're going to have Aspen Nicholson coming in. Jensen will take a seat with her second personal foul.
5 team fouls on Atlantic.
Inbound pass will come from DeVries. Into the backcourt to Bass, back to DeVries. Bass, top of the key. Picks it up. DeVries still looking for that trap, Matt. At the free throw line, Laney DeVries puts it up. No good, but there's Lexi Johnson with the offensive board and the putback.
Again, turning to face the basket when you get that middle pass.
31-12, Atlantic with the lead. 3:38 to play in the half. I'll tell you what, Haley Rasmussen's just a good ball player.
And she finished with her left hand there.
Yeah. 33-12 off the layup from Rasmussen. O'Neal to Bass. Out on the right side. Tries to go inside, but picked up by Waters. Tigers, a little miscommunication. There's Rasmussen. Nice pass to McCready, but bounces off. And that's a little collision there between Chloe DeVries and McCready. She slid about 5 feet out of the end of the court there.
Yeah, Atlantic, when they get a turnover, man, they're moving down the other end of the court.
Inbound pass to DeVries.
See if it'll bring someone in the middle. There you go. Now you got your options.
Laney DeVries, she spins.
That relieves
Chloe DeVries.
That relieves a lot of pressure when you get in the middle of the court on that.
Down
zone.
the quarter to Bass, back to Johnson. Chloe DeVries.
See if Chloe. They've been doing a good job on Chloe's far there.
Down underneath the Laney, puts it on the court. Underneath the Bass. Bass puts it up and scores 2. Nice job by Peyton.
Real good job by there to Laney DeVries. She was under control, made a step through, and got the pass to Peyton for the bucket.
33-14, 3 from Rasmussen. It's good.
She was lighting it up.
36-14, timeout on the court.
I got her for 15 points.
15 of the 36. She's a scorer, that's for sure. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. 36-14, Atlantic with the lead. .42 to play in the first half, 36-14. What I really want to know, Matt, is what do you think of the playlist that Coach Gelber has going on?
Anytime he goes 80s, it's
a little Panama going there.
It's 5-star.
Oh. Bass with the ball. Picks it up. Johnson tapped by Rasmussen. Picked up by Johnson. There's Bass with the ball. Corner out on the right wing. Skips it out to DeVries. She drives down toward the baseline, then back out to the wing. Dumps it down underneath to Laney. Laney DeVries puts it up. It's no good. Rebound on the backside. Out of play. Last touch by the Trojans.
Really like what Red Oak's doing here in the last couple minutes. They're really working, getting down low.
They seem to have really picked up their intensity.
Yeah, DeVries and Peyton Bass and Lennon O'Neal doing a good job with their passing down low.
Inbound pass from Chloe DeVries. Hands it off to Johnson. Back to Chloe DeVries. Laney DeVries with the ball out on the right side.
Push.
Pressure from Nicholson.
And that is going to be the 16th foul Atlantic. The key against that press is you don't want to work the ball off the sideline. That's like a third defender, that sideline. That's where they want you to go. When you get that ball in the middle of the court, it just creates more openings, releases the pressure. So, but naturally, your tendency is want to go up the sidelines.
Yeah. Abby Jones comes in. Lennon O'Neal will take a seat. Jones with the ball. Out on the right side. Back top of the key is through too far, and Lexi can't get to it. Flies out of play, and the Trojans will have the ball. Inbound pass will come from McCready near midcourt near side. I'll go to Rasmussen. 2:08 to play in the half. Rasmussen with the ball. Goes right to Waters. Waters to Nicholson. She drives in, kicks it back to Rasmussen, drives the baseline. There's Waters into the lane. Nicholson goes, top of the key to Nichols. McCready with the ball, back around to Rasmussen. Rasmussen works her way to the free throw line. Then Nicholas puts up the that's the second three-pointer from way back tonight from Nicholas.
Really sat in the zone. Landed did a good job there with their ball movement, swinging it from side to side. We got a foul on.
I think that's going to be on Nicholson. Yep, Aspen Nicholson.
Is that her third or her second?
Tessa Grooms comes into the game, and Nicholson will take a seat. That's the second on her.
I got her for 3, but we know my problems with keeping foul calls.
You and your fouls, I mean, yeah. They might have 6 or 7 before it's all said and done right. Rebound's going to be picked up by the Trojans quickly to the other end. It's Nichols.
Good steal by Chloe DeVries.
Chloe DeVries steps in and takes it, trying to get it underneath to McCready, and Chloe just steps in and takes it. There's Johnson with the ball. Back to Chloe DeVries. Left side it goes to Jones, to Laney DeVries. Minute 17 to play in the half. There's Jones. Down the corner, spins, kicks it out to Bass for 3. It's short, no good. Tessa Grooms grabs the board. Finds Rasmussen. There's Nicholas. Rasmussen underneath quickly. Found McCready, and nice ball movement there by the Trojans. McCready will go to the line. Bucket was good. Foul will be on Jones. Abby Jones. That's her first personal foul.
Yeah, Atlantic's very good at moving the ball by pass and dribbling. We talked about when he has some ball handlers, and it makes a difference when you can maneuver around out there.
At the line will be McCready. Shots up. It's good. I think they're perfect from the line tonight, aren't they, Matt?
We'll have to get confirmation. You might be right.
I think they are. It's 42-14, 55 seconds remaining. Inside's going to go out of play. Last touch by the Tigers, and the Trojans will have the ball. Inbound pass will come from McCready to Rasmussen. Haley Rasmussen, probably the leader of this team, I'd say. There's the long 3 from Rasmussen. Rims around, come out. Grooms goes up, taps it, and picked up by Nicholas. Out on the right side to Waters.
Red Oak looks like they're in a man here of some sort, maybe.
Nicholas. Rasmussen down, takes the baseline. Kicks it out to McCready for the 2 off the right side. No good. Laney DeVries trying to get the board. Picked up by Chloe DeVries. Now to Jones. 23 seconds remaining in the half. Jones takes it across the center stripe. There's DeVries, top of the key. 17 seconds. Puts it up. It's no good. It's going to go out of play. Last touch by the Tigers.
Chloe just has not had many looks tonight. She's got 0 on the board. Of course, she's our leading scorer. Red Oak's the leading scorer, and Atlantic's done a great job on just suffocating Chloe, not giving her any opportunities to get shots from that three-point line. Chloe comes into the game leading the conference in three-point field goal attempts at 94, and I think that's only her second or third three-point attempt tonight.
42-14, Atlantic with the lead. Rasmussen with the ball, 7 seconds remaining. Goes down, puts it up off the glass, and scores 2. It's 44-14. That's going to do it for the first half. Atlantic pretty much controlled that first half, start to finish, I'd say.
Yeah, that was one of the most complete first halves of basketball I've seen all year in girls basketball. They were efficient. I think I only had Atlantic for 6 turnovers in that first half, and they created 19 turnovers on behalf of Red Oaks in shooting well from the free throw line. Yeah. Just a tremendous performance by the Trojans there.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with a few halftime statistics right after these breaks. At half, varsity girls play. Let me give you a rundown, Matt, before we get to stats. In junior varsity girls play, it was Atlantic over Red Oak 40-27 in junior varsity girls play. You have a statistic, too, for the Stanton game.
I do. Statistics. I have a result from statistics.
Statistic. That's a hard word to say.
Stats. Corner conference tournament final. It is Stanton girls beating Essex 62-34. Jenna Stevens 21 points. Hope Ogletree is 17 points. Marley Johnson 13. Hope with 6 steals. So Stanton girls win. They're playing a pool play sort of thing, so they get the win.
62-34 is the final, though.
62-34 over Essex.
That's in varsity girls play.
Yep.
All right. So what do you see looking at this stats?
Stats.
Here this evening.
Right. So we got a score at halftime of 44-14. It was kind of what we thought in the pregame. Just tremendous full court pressure from Atlantic, creating a lot of turnovers on the road side. They're converting those into easy buckets for Atlantic. I keep wanting to say Glenwood. It's the gold and black. I keep wanting to say it. Haley Rasmussen, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I got her for 17 points in the first half. She's averaging 19 on the game. Taylor McCready with 5 points. Lauren Nicholas with 3. Tessa Grooms with 8 points. Aspen Nicholas with 3. Jada Jensen with 4 for Atlantic. For Red Oak, Lexi Johnson with 6 points. Peyton Bass with 5. Abby Jones with 3. No, Chloe DeVries has yet to get a point on the board. Again, Atlantic just doing a really good job pressuring Red Oak either in the half-court trap when they get the ball over or in the full-court press after a made bucket. So you'll see a continuation. I do think, though, Red Oak did a little bit better job there in the second quarter of getting the ball in the middle of the court, creating some more options. And once you get there, you have, like, say, you turn, you face that basket, you can drive, you can pass, you can shoot. You got to be a threat in the middle of that court.
Gives you more options, that's for sure, when you get to that center portion of the court.
But just a tremendous, I've seen a lot of girls' basketball games. I'm hard-pressed to think of a team that played more efficiently and better than Atlantic did in that first half.
That was a good one, that's for sure. And Haley Rasmussen, no small part of that. That's a kind of – but, you know, really, Matt, that's exactly what we thought we were going to see coming into this game.
Yeah, I mean, everything's lined up as far as what we saw statistically in terms of what they present themselves.
It's a hard word, isn't it?
I said it properly there, statistically.
It's statistically.
Statistically.
You're saying statistically.
Is that wrong?
It's statistically.
It's very technically statistics.
Well, whatever the case is.
Now, I am not a professional broadcaster.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You are.
But I'm doing my best with these words here. I just try to go with words. You know, on that Let's Talk Sports show, Bill and I broke out those big words one day.
You had your app.
I had my app, Smart Words to use.
Your smart word app.
Yeah.
The words that make you seem smart.
Right.
Or something like that.
Right. Coach Gilbert's over here just rolling his eyes at me as we talk on this tremendous broadcast. But
and you and your statistics.
Absolutely. But yeah, just a great first half by Atlantic Trojans. You know, they're trying to break that 10-game winning streak. They haven't beaten Red Oak in girls basketball since 2016, and you know that carries a lot of weight. And we'll be talking about that from the reverse side in the boys' game coming up here in a little bit. With regards to that, I'll see if we get some other Hawkeye 10 scores here.
3.5 minutes remaining here at halftime. 3.5 minutes remaining at half, and Atlantic leads 44-14 in varsity girls play at half. Let's take another quick break, Matt, and see if you can find some scores, and we'll be right back after these messages. to Red Oak, and
we're debating our stats. Of course,
we're
you are debating our stats.
We're debating stats. Melanie was about to jump in there too. So, well, I always just think that it's when you want to talk about your statistics, and you had Carter Johnson for 7 fouls one night.
Well,
I just think maybe we want to question
I've
that.
been on Stanton High School to get their scoreboard fixed so they can show the individual fouls on the scoreboard, so we're not up in the upper deck trying to read a hand signal from a referee making a call at a bench. My eyesight's not good. Hey, Hawkeye 10 score. Halftime, it is the number 8 ranked Class 4A team in the state, Creston Panthers, over Shenandoah. And a little bit surprising by this score. We've seen Shenandoah Phillies play twice this year. They're a very improved team. It's 31-7 Panthers at half. So Creston lost a hard-fought game to Lewis Central this last week, so they're looking to bounce back from there. Other games, we don't have scores yet, but other games tonight, Clarinda is at Kemper. Denison at Lewis Central. That's a good matchup there. Lewis Central is a team I think is going to be ranked in the state, going against a ranked team there. And then Indianola, who is 11-1 on the year. My guess is they're ranked at some point. They're playing Glenwood. Glenwood has to be playing by far the best, toughest schedule I've seen of a Western Iowa team this year. They have loaded up with non-conference heavyweights.
Yeah.
Playing Fremont, Nebraska.
They're playing tough. I mean, their non-conference schedule's tough.
Yeah, we'll get to see them Thursday night live. You guys, KCSI Thursday night.
We'll be there Thursday
night. Mr. Bales will be on the call with you in Glenwood.
Mr. Bales, he'll be taking care of. He'll be running our production software. So here we go, Matt. It's time for the second half. And when we come back to action, the Trojans have the ball. Inbound pass comes to Jensen. Jensen, a sophomore, works her way around the left side, then back right. There's Rasmussen. She's open for 3 and buries it. Yeah. Haley Rasmussen, 47 now, 47-44.
Tigers went man. Atlantic's back in their full court press here. 1-2-2. There's a pass in the
Jones,
middle. Kick to the side. Had the right idea. Just got stolen
by Rasmussen. Rasmussen with the quick 5 points, Matt. 25 seconds deep in the third quarter. She has 5 points on the board here in the third quarter. DeVries with the ball, picks it up, gets it to Johnson. There's Bass quickly inside to O'Neal, and bucket. Lennon O'Neal scores the bucket for Red Oak.
That's how you break a press, get it there, get in the middle. Lennon went to the basket there and got a bucket.
49-16. Red Oak Atlantic with the lead. Red Oak just creates a steal. I think that was Lennon O'Neal.
Yep, good play there by Lynn. She stepped in front, got the pass.
A lot of pressure coming though with that trap from the Trojans. Chloe DeVries to Bass. She comes back around the arc, picks up her dribble.
Right idea there by Peyton, but no one cut to the middle.
Jensen takes it end to end, puts it up. Nice
good D
job by Chloe DeVries. Gets a hand on it, comes away with it. Chloe does. She'll take it back left to right across the timeline. Flips it to Jones. Jones works her way inside to Lexi Johnson. Up off the glass and scores 2. Lexi does.
Lexi Johnson, 8 points on the night.
49-18, 6.5 minutes to play in the third. Haley Rasmussen just takes it right inside and scores 2 more.
Quick first step. She has just a lightning quick first step.
51-18, Atlantic with the lead. 6:20 to play in the third. There's Jones inside to O'Neal. It's tapped. Waters is going to be whistled for the foul.
Yeah, reached over the back there on Lennon O'Neal.
Macy Waters. So Tigers have the ball at the baseline. Inbound pass will come from DeVries.
And we're in a running clock situation now, Aaron.
Yes. Running clock here in this third quarter. Inbound pass to Jones. Jones for the layup off the glass and too strong. Comes a bit hard. Gets on board, puts it back up, and
that play is a Abby Jones play. Boy, all grit, and she went after that. She's an aggressive player, and she just ripped that rebound away from the Trojan there.
Foul on Nicholas. That's her second personal foul. Abby Jones goes to the line. First bucket is good. It's 51-19. 5:53 to play in the third. Abby Jones at the line. Second shot is up, rims around, comes out. Bass is there with the board. Peyton Bass.
Peyton beat Trojan to the spot there, got the rebound. Good
down to DeVries, puts it up for 3. It's good. Chloe DeVries picks up 3 for the Tigers.
His first bucket on the night. Good cross-court pass there from Lexi from the point down in the corner.
There's Rasmussen. She hands it off to Nicholas. Nicholas puts it up, no good. Rasmussen gets the board.
She's everywhere.
Back up, puts it up, no good. It's going to go out of play. She is everywhere, isn't she?
Yeah. It's Abby Jones and her really going at it one-on-one there defensively and offensively. Two good athletes.
5:20 to play in the third. Inbound pass will come from Rasmussen. There's Jensen right underneath. She's pretty much wide open. Fouled. She'll go to line for 2. Foul is on O'Neal. Lennon O'Neal whistled. That's her first personal foul. And it will send Jensen to the line. Jada Jensen, sophomore.
Yeah,
really good ball player.
Good-looking player. Yeah, I think you'll see, my guess is with Haley moving on next year, Jada could assume that leadership role of point scoring next year.
Shots up, it's good, 52-22. Second shot's up, it's good as well, 53-22. Atlantic leads, 5:14 to play in the third. Pressure in the backcourt.
Yeah, you see Atlantic adjust a little bit. They're taking that middle pass away there from Red Oak.
Johnson with the ball.
Sideline.
Cross-court pass to Chloe DeVries. She takes the 3. It's short. Rebound grab by Waters. Outlet pass to Rasmussen. Rasmussen backs up on the right side, then kicks it out to Jensen. Skips it over to Nicholas. She'll take the 3. It's no good. Rebound tapped by McCready. Picked up by Johnson for Red Oak. And Jones, but miscommunication. Jensen comes away with it, takes it, puts it up, and Chloe DeVries blocks it, but she is whistled for the foul. We'll go to line for a 2-shot opportunity here.
Hard to make cross-court passes against a zone press. Those are hard to do.
And that is the first personal on Chloe. Timeout on the court, full timeout. We'll take it with them. 53-22. Atlantic leads with 4:41 to play in the third. Right back after this. Boy, Coach Gelber, he's lighting it up tonight.
John Bon Jovi.
You give love a bad name.
I personally know. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that, Aaron.
This
is a sports show.
We're
not talking about relationships here.
You always have to take it somewhere weird, Matt. Both shots were good by Jensen, by the way. It's 55-22 with 4.5 minutes to play.
Atlantic's backed off their press a little bit now. They're just going straight 2-3 zone, half-court defense here.
Johnson with the ball at the top of the key. Goes right to DeVries. That's Chloe DeVries. Down to the corner to Jones. And Jones got a little out of position there. Going to fake it and got up in the air and didn't work out. Got whistled for it. 55-22. Atlantic leads. Jensen with the ball. Down to the other end of Waters. Waters around the arc. Into the lane she goes. Loses the handle on it. Chloe DeVries hands it to Peyton. Bass to Johnson. Johnson to DeVries. Back to Bass. Bass to DeVries. 3:56 to play in the third.
Atlantic really packing in the zone defense here now.
There's Johnson. Jones with the ball. Right wing, baseline right to DeVries for 3. It's good. Chloe DeVries picks up 3 more. It's 55-25.
When Chloe have time to get her feet set, she's a pretty good shooter.
She certainly is. Well, she taught Max how to do it.
Absolutely.
So he probably would not agree with that.
He's not even the best shooter in his house.
Timeout on the court. 55-25, 3:31 to play. We'll be right back after these messages. her way out of it. Loses the handle on it, coming away with it, McCready. McCready puts it up off the glass and one for McCready. Foul's going to be on Chloe DeVries once again. She picks up a couple quick.
Yeah,
they're
she
kind of
does.
back to back, and McCready will go to the foul line. It's 57-25. Atlantic with the lead. 3:11 to play in the third.
Indianola and Glenwood girls are tied up 13-all at the end of the first quarter.
Wow. Shots up. It's good for McCready. 58-25.
I was checking the rankings. I do not see Indianola ranked in the top 25 in class. They are ranked 14th.
DeVries into Johnson. Johnson turns to put it up and is fouled. I think it will be at the baseline.
Fouls on 24.
Tessa Grooms.
Yeah, Indianola is ranked 14th in Class 5A. That's who Glenwood's playing tonight.
Inbound pass to Bass. Back to Jones. There's DeVries. She comes around the arc. Back top the key to Jones. Spins her way into the left elbow. Flips it to Johnson. Johnson to Jones. She takes the three off the left side. It's no good. Tessa Grooms grabs the board. There's Jensen with the ball. Jada Jensen all the way down, end to end. She puts it up off the glass. No good. I think Chloe altered her shot probably.
A little bit there.
And Tigers come away with it. Out on the left side to DeVries. 2:19 to play in the third. On the left side it goes to Jones, and too far, she couldn't reel it in.
And here's the other thing a press does to you. It tires you out. It wears you out. It fatigues you because it's grueling. You remember the 40 minutes of heck from Arkansas
I
days.
do remember rolling with Nolan Richardson.
It was exhausting watching and playing Arkansas.
That was great basketball right there.
There you go.
Back in the old days.
Barnhill Arena.
Barn, yeah.
Fayetteville.
That was about the time Walton Arena came around, Matt.
That's right.
Shot from Macy Waters, a three ball. It's good. 61-25. Atlantic with the lead. 1:36 to play in the third.
Running clock situation here.
Lexi Johnson with the ball. It's a two. DeVries back to Johnson. Top the key. There's DeVries. 1:24. Down to the baseline to Bass. Skips it all the way across to Lexi. Now to DeVries. There's Lexi for three. Baseline right. It's good.
Nice shot. Lexi's really having a good, solid game. 11 points on the night for her.
Down to the other end. It's Nicholas. Top the key to Jensen. Inside to Grooms, and she has it stripped. Is that going to be on Chloe or Lainey DeVries? Yep, it's on Chloe. That's number 3 on Chloe. And Chloe DeVries.
And not from a Red Oak perspective, not make excuses, but this is a team that played late at night in Carroll, had a late night getting back, had school all day. You just wonder about the energy level here. A lot of tired young athletes out there.
Against the very good Atlantic team.
Absolutely.
So, out on the left side to Chloe DeVries. There's Jones. She's open for three off the left side. It's no good.
Good
rebound. Lainey DeVries with the board. She's fouled.
Yeah, great job there by Lainey DeVries.
I think that's on Waters, maybe.
Just a sophomore in there battling.
Yep, it's on Waters. Continuous clock, so time is a ticking. 13 seconds remaining in the third. Inbound pass to O'Neal. 9 seconds. She puts it up. It's no good. Rebounds chase. Lainey DeVries grabs it for the Tigers. 4 seconds and jump ball. That's going to do it for the third quarter. Atlantic with the lead, 61-28 as we head into the fourth, and we'll be right back after these messages. Glenwood playing up a class, and
yep,
good
absolutely.
ball game.
Other score we have is at halftime. The Lennox girls are defeating Mount Air 20-17. A little bit of an upset there. Lennox has got a really good girls team this year.
And Atlantic with the lead here in varsity girls play in Red Oak, 61-28 as we begin the fourth quarter. Lexi Johnson puts it up. It's no good. Rebound grab by Jensen. And the Trojans pushing it quickly. They have all the numbers. Nicholson goes up. She is fouled. Aspen Nicholson.
The foul's on Abby Jones, I believe.
Yep. It is on Abby Jones. It's her second personal foul. And at the line, Aspen Nicholson, her first opportunity from the line. It is short off the front of the rim.
Atlantic still going, for the most part, with their starters here. Jensen's still on the floor. Grooms is on the floor.
Second shot's up. It touches nothing, and it goes out of play. Tigers will have the ball. Inbound pass will come from Jones. No pressure now in the backcourt from the Trojans. And Johnson brings it across the center stripe. Right side, she goes to Jones. Jones to O'Neal. She puts it up from about 6 feet out. It's not there. Laney DeVries grabs the board. She'll be fouled on the play.
Laney doing a really good job on the offensive board for Red Oak.
Fouls on Nicholson. Aspen Nicholson. That's her third personal foul. And the inbound pass will come from Chloe DeVries. Chloe will put it into play to O'Neal. 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. There's DeVries that's Laney DeVries from the free throw line. It's good. And the inbound pass is stolen by Chloe. Tigers chase it down. Johnson does. Now to Chloe DeVries for three. It's no good. Rebound pulled down on the backside by Jensen. 61-30. Atlantic with the lead. 6:43 to play in the ball game. Jensen from the free throw line puts it up. It's no good. Rebound is pulled down by Laney DeVries. I tell you, Laney is making some things happen here, Matt.
Laney's a very good rebounder. She positions herself well, and she scraps for that ball.
Chloe DeVries with the ball.
Nice little shake and bake.
There you go. Look at that. Now inside to O'Neal. Jones underneath. She gets it. She threaded it right down underneath to Johnson. And it's 61-32, 6:13 to play. Timeout on the court.
I think Coach Vargas is not too happy here with this unit on the floor right now for Trojans.
We're going to take it. We'll take a break and be right back after these messages. Atlantic leads 61-32. Right back after this. Red Oak 61-32. Atlantic with the lead. 6:13 to play. Jensen with the ball. What was the timeout format?
I think Coach Vargas is saying he wanted to see a little bit more defensive presence hitting the boards here for the Trojans to finish the game out.
And Nellie Grooms into the game. So we have Nellie Grooms and Tessa Grooms both in the game at this time. Little different lineup on the court. Also, we have Huddleston for the first time tonight.
Yeah, they've got McCready and Haley and Jensen out, so the primary ball handlers out that run their offense.
Nellie Grooms puts a
in there, actually.
Shot up. It goes out of play.
And Atlantic still, they're just going to settle in their half-court zone kind of trap here.
Inbound pass to Johnson. Johnson left right across the timeline at the center circle. Goes right to Jones. Inside to Bass. Back out to Chloe DeVries. Abby Jones with the three ball. No good. Rebound grabbed by Tessa Grooms.
Foul on Laney DeVries there, I believe.
Yep. Fouls on Laney. That's her second personal foul. Inbound pass will come from Tessa Grooms to Jensen. Jensen right to left across the timeline. Out to Huddleston. Round to the corner it goes to Nellie Grooms. She comes into the lane, kicks it out to Huddleston. Huddleston gets it to Jensen. Jensen works into the lane, back to Huddleston. Long two, right at the stripe. It's no good. Rebound's grabbed by Laney DeVries.
Laney DeVries got to be close to having double digits rebounds here. Going to have, I think, a timeout on the court. Something's going on here. I think there's a...
Going to have substitution, timeout for substitution.
I think Abby took a little shot to the lip there. I think she's all right, but let's get her out of the game.
So here we go. Tigers ball as we come back to action here. 4.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Atlantic leads 61-32.
Yeah, third quarter, it was 17-14, so we're up to put 14 points on the board in the third quarter.
Good quarter for the Tigers.
Good quarter for the Tigers.
Down to Peyton Bass. There's Laney DeVries to Johnson. Baseline right to Chloe DeVries. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound grabbed by Grooms. That would be Tessa Grooms to Nellie Grooms. They get it to Jensen. Jensen goes right to left across the timeline. Right side to Nellie Grooms. She drives into the lane, has it tapped by Bass, picks it up. Gets it to Huddleston. Huddleston to Jensen. Jensen drives into the lane, puts up the little shot right front. It's no good. Rebound grabbed by DeVries. 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Chloe DeVries with the ball. 61-32. Atlantic leads. There's Johnson inside to Laney DeVries from the right elbow.
Right idea. She turned and faced the bucket and had a shot. She took it.
Rebound by Jensen to Huddleston. Back to Jensen, top of the key. Right side to Nellie Grooms. Nellie backs out, kicks it up to Jensen. Inside to Tessa Grooms. We're going to have a foul on the floor. I think that might be on Laney.
Yeah.
She and Tessa were really going at it down there.
Yeah, Laney, just a sophomore, 5'10". And, the other thing I'm kind of impressed with Laney DeVries is when she does get that ball in low post, she knows where to go with it. She's not, in a rush to get rid of the ball. She makes her spin, makes her turn. She's looking for the right passing angles of the shot. So she been making good decisions when she does have the ball.
Tessa Grooms at the line, puts it up. It's good, 62-32.
And also impressed with Tessa Grooms as well. She's a very good player for Atlantic and does a great job. She's also got to be double-digit rebounds as well tonight.
She comes off the bench, Matt, and she's had a big game off the bench.
2, 4, 6, 8, 12 points I've got her down for in a game.
It's 63-32. Atlantic with the lead. Over to the left side to Bass. Bass to Boswell now. Puts it up. It's no good. Olivia Boswell, that is.
Stay with Red Oak here. 3 minutes to go in the game. Running clock.
Chloe DeVries will put it into play. Out to Boswell. Now to Johnson. There's Chloe with the ball. Boswell to the corner. Back to Chloe out on the right wing. Top key to Johnson. Left side to Bass.
Good ball movement here to Tiger to swinging it side to side.
Back to Johnson. Out to Bass on that left wing. Puts it on the court. Picks up the dribble. Gets it to Boswell. She drives the baseline. Goes up and she will be fouled by Melina Woodward.
Nice move there by Olivia. She took the baseline and took the bucket and got fouled.
And Olivia Boswell will go to the line. This will be her first opportunity from the line. She's a freshman. Shots up. It's no good.
Olivia's a left-hander.
Jones and O'Neal. Actually, I think Jones will probably go in for the shooter. Laney DeVries takes the seat. Lennon O'Neal back in the game. Jones will probably come in for Olivia Boswell. Shot is up short. It's no good.
I think she was over the line.
Yep, lane violation. She'll come out of the ball game. And Abby checks back into the game for Red Oak. Inbound pass comes from Nicholson. Nicholson to Huddleston. She'll take it right to left across the timeline. 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Out on the right side to Nellie Grooms. She picks it up. Tries to get it to Tessa Grooms, but it goes through her legs and out of play. A little low on the pass.
That's only, I've got Atlantic in my unofficial statistics with only 10 turnovers so far tonight. They average about 14 a game.
Out on the right side to Johnson. She passed it to Jones, right elbow, kicks it out to Bass for three off the right side, and Peyton Bass again. Look at that.
Just Peyton is, I think, just her game has really developed this year as she progresses through the season. That's a shot she wouldn't have made, I think, at the beginning of the season.
63-35.
Or even taken.
63-35 Atlantic with the lead. Minute 50 to play in the ball game. Down underneath it goes to Woodward. Woodward puts it up, no good. Jones grabs the board for Red Oak. We'll take it back end to end, down to the corner to Peyton Bass. She puts it up, no good. There's O'Neal. Chloe DeVries, other corner, and she'll swish the net with it.
Chloe with her third 3-point bucket here in the second half.
63-38, a minute 30 to play in the game. Down underneath is Tessa Groom. Her third try now underneath.
Then O'Neal being on a foul. It's persistence there by Tessa. She kept going back up with it. She'll get to the line here, shoot two.
Yep, Lennon O'Neal gets whistled for the foul. Tessa will go to the line. And looks like Kiera Olson gets set to come into the ball game. 63-38, a minute 14 to play. Tessa Groom's at the line, senior for the Trojans. First shot is good. 64-38. The Trojans have shot well from the line tonight.
Well, they say they're a good free throw shooting team, 69%.
That's up.
As we just jinxed them.
That's what happens when you talk about it. Abby Jones comes around the corner and steps on the sideline, turns it over to the Trojans.
Yeah.
Coming into the game, Kiera Olson taking a seat, Tessa Grooms.
They're second in the conference in free throw shooting as a team at 67%.
And putting the ball into play will be Nicholson to Huddleston. Huddleston right to left across the timeline. Down to the right wing. Underneath it goes, and Woodward puts it up. It's no good. Rebound by Chloe DeVries, 45 seconds. Chloe with the ball. Takes it across the center stripe down to Jones on the left side. Back to Chloe. Right side Bass for three off the right side. It's no good. Rebound is tapped by the Atlantic Trojans. Goes out of play, and the Tigers will have the ball. Inbound pass to Bass, 28 seconds. She puts up the long two. It's no good, but Chloe DeVries is right there with the board. She'll go to the line.
Trying to see, Red Oak averages 32 points a game, so they're at 38. Chloe's here with two free throw shots.
Chloe at the line. 25 seconds remaining in the ball game. Chloe DeVries at the line. Shots up. Chloe's the 75 or 76% free throw shooter.
Yeah, and she's just like that. Got to her average. She was scoreless at halftime, and she's put up 10 points now here in the second half.
Second shot from DeVries is up. It's no good. Rebound grab by Olson. Olson to Huddleston. Huddleston takes it across the center stripe. 18 seconds. Kicks it out to Nellie Grooms. Back to Huddleston. She picks up her dribble. Pressure from the Tigers. There's Huddleston with the ball. 9 seconds. Tapped by Johnson, but it's going to go out of play.
That'll be ball game.
Last touch by the Tigers. That's going to do it. Atlantic gets the victory. 64-39. 64-39. Atlantic walks away with the victory in varsity girls play. Really pretty much controlled the ball game start to finish, Matt.
Absolutely. I'm just kind of doing a totaling here, and my math, this is not my thing. Did I have Atlantic for 3 points now last quarter? Is that right? That sound right? Doesn't seem possible.
60. All right. So, like we said, pretty much controlled by the Trojans start to finish, and they get the victory 64-39 over the Tigers here tonight. And we're just a few minutes away now from 15 minutes or so away from the opening tip of the boys game. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages. Aaron West and Matt Davis, and I need to work on getting my timing there, Matt. I'm bringing it back, I tell you what.
You need to get together over there, Aaron.
I'm working on it. What do you have? You have some other scores for
Yeah,
us, right?
like I say, we had a busy night in high school basketball around the state. Hawkeye 10, some other Hawkeye 10 girls scores. A final, it was Creston Panthers defeating Shenandoah Phillies 57-18. That game was down in Shenandoah, so the Creston Panther girls bounced back from the loss with Central. We have a halftime score of two high-powered teams. It's Glenwood Rams over Indianola, 31-30 at halftime.
What a game. What a game.
That's over in Glenwood. And then another final just in. Kemper Catholic defeats Clarinda girls 56-29. And, of course, right here we had the score of Red Oak going down to Atlantic 64-39. The only other score we don't have from the girls in Hawkeye 10 yet, we do not have a score yet on the Denison at Lewis Central girls game.
We'll look forward to that. I think we're going to get the opportunity to visit with Coach Gelber here in just a minute from the Red Oak Tigers, so we look forward to that. And then we'll be back. It should be a good boys game, Matt.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. And, you know, we talked earlier about the Atlantic girls breaking the 10-game streak. The boys are going for even a longer streak. So I'm going to head to hand.
We're going to be. We'll be right back after these messages. Tigers, Coach Maddie Gilbert. Coach Gilbert, again, thanks for stopping by.
Of course.
All right, Coach. Atlantic jumped out to a lead and pretty much controlled the whole game.
Yep.
I mean, just kind of they controlled it. I did see a couple of things I like tonight, Coach. I think Peyton Bass is developing as a player. She just is doing well on the defensive end. She's being more confident with her shots. Would you agree or disagree?
Peyton has a motor on her, and when her two things, the combination of two things have to happen. Her motor's got to be on, and she's got to be under control with what she does. And when those two things are on, she's a very good defensive player. And then when she plays within herself offensively and doesn't try to force stuff and takes what she's good at, then yes, I mean, she knocked down some good shots tonight and continued to fly around for us.
Lainey DeVries is developing as well. She got some big boards and gets some good looks at the basket.
Yep.
So
Lainey has a nice jump shot. She just, she hasn't played a lot of basketball coming into the year. So the good thing for her is that she's getting a lot of games in a quick stretch. We'd like to have a little bit more practice time with her, but we'd like to have a little more practice time with everybody.
Okay, along those lines, Coach, you get back from Kemper last night late. There's not really a lot of time to prepare for Atlantic, so what do we do?
I mean, we had our game plan in the locker room last night, really. I mean, we had to – it's tough, when you have a tough game that you kind of let a lead get away down the stretch, and so we had a quick turnaround, which is hard to do. The good and the bad is that we knew exactly what Atlantic was going to do. So that's the good. I mean, we scouted them. The bad was that we did not make adjustments quickly, and that's what we just talked about in the locker room. I mean, the games that we have a shot in, right? I mean, there's going to be some games, and that's pretty much how everybody's schedule is. There's going to be some games that you're going to get beat by a better team, and that happens. But the games that we're in, our margins are so razor thin. And it can be frustrating at times for the kids. It can be frustrating for us, and it's hard. I mean, but when your margins are so thin, right, your room for error is so little, when something goes poorly, you have to learn to adjust quickly. And, I mean, we try to compare that to life, right? I mean, that's what's going to happen to you in life.
Yep.
And the longer you wallow or the longer you continue to do what's not working, the worse you're just going to make it on yourself.
How are your girls holding up, Coach? Chloe and Abby and Lexi, those girls, tell me how the teams hold together. You're in the grind of it. We've talked about here.
We got another one this week. We got 4 next week.
Yep.
So, a nice light week, just 4. No, I mean, that's what it is. We've got to. We're certainly not the only team in that situation in the state. So we have to make the adjustments we have to make and trust the kids to take care of their bodies. I mean, they're young.
Yep.
They might think they're sore, but give them another 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, then they'll really be sore.
That's for sure. That's for sure. But, it's looking up, Coach. We get to go to Glenwood on Thursday night.
Yeah.
So that'll be it's always fun to go to Glenwood.
It is. Glenwood's got a very good team.
They certainly do. They certainly do.
I'm really hoping for them to pull out a win tonight against Indianola because Glenwood on their own presents enough troubles, but Glenwood on a losing streak will present a little extra fire for them.
The Glenwood was up by 1 at half, 31-30. So that's a close one.
I'm going to need Hop and Camden and Scarborough and Arnold and all of them to make some shots in that second half.
I see. Yeah.
No, I mean that's a
Hawkeye 10 though.
That's
Coach.
the Hawkeye 10. We were talking about it. Kemper's coach and I were talking about it last night. It's a grind.
Yeah.
I mean, what do? You turn around and you got another great team, and that's the blessing and the curse of the conference.
Well, and like you say, you have to pick those small victories that you can take from each game. It's every year is different, every team is different. And so you take those little victories that you can. And
we've talked about, you and I have talked about this all year, Aaron, where we've got to put 32 minutes together.
Yep.
We can't put 20 minutes together. We can't put 29 minutes together. We can't put 31 minutes together. We've got to find a way to put 32 together.
And that's like you said, on those nights that it's going to be a competitive game, that's your razor-thin margin that you have to make it work on those nights. So, well, Coach Gilbert, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you Thursday night in Glenwood.
I guess.
Yeah.
Mel, are you jealous of all the time that Aaron and I are seeing each other?
No. There you go.
Thanks, Aaron.
All right. Thanks, Maddie. Thanks for stopping by. Again, head coach of the Red Oak Tigers, Maddie Gelber, with us this evening, and our thanks to her for stopping by. We'll be right back after these messages.
on these back-to-back nights with this crazy COVID schedule that we have. Atlantic Trojans are 3-5 on year. Head coach Jeff Ebling. They average 54 points a game. They give up 54 points. They shoot 38% from the field, 33% from three. They're not a good free throw shooting team. Neither is Red Oak. In fact, Atlantic's 49% from the free throw line. But they only turn the ball over 13 turnovers on average per game. Their leader is senior Skylar Hanlos. He was second-team All-Hawkeye 10 last year with 15. He averages 15 points per game. Shoots 42% from the field, 31% from three. Their big guy down low, 6'7" senior Garrett Reynolds. He is a defensive and offensive rebounding machine down there. In fact, Atlantic is a number 1 ranked offensive rebounding team in the conference. You know who's number 2? Red Oak Tigers. So something's got to give there. Both teams are very, very strong on the glass, both offensive and defensively. We'll have to keep an eye on that in terms of the game here. Red Oak's 5-6. Spencer Plank, head coach, first year Red Oak. The Red Oak team, some things we look at here. Red Oak's, as we said, second in rebounding in the conference to Atlantic. Number 5 in steals. Red Oak's doing a good job creating some turnovers. And like we said, Red Oak really does a good job on offensive rebounding. Neither team has shot the ball really well, but they create a lot of second chance opportunities with that offensive rebounding to give themselves the ability to score some points. Red Oak averages, what's that? Red Oak's averaging point-wise here. I thought I had it. Ooh, I don't know. I'm thinking it's around 52 points per game if I remember correctly. So they're led by scoring right now by freshman Max DeVries, and he was sensational last night with 27 points up in Carroll against Kemper. He's 5th in the conference with total points, 150. He's 3rd in made three-pointers. He's at 25 so far in the year. Seems like he's got a lot more than that. Baylor Bergen runs the show for Red Oak at the point. He's 5th in the conference in assists. Brad Sifford, 4th in the conference in field goal shooting. Brad's a slasher-type guy. Gets to the rim a lot, so a lot of his shots come down in there. So when you add it all up, both teams are not good from the free throw line, but they hit the offensive boards. They're not a great three-point shooting team, but they get their shots. So I think it comes down to the things like who's going to control those offensive boards, who's going to make their free throws. I expect a close, competitive game tonight, and we'll see if Red Oak can make some history here and break this at least 25-game losing streak.
25-game losing streak, too.
You know, when I was a senior way back in 1922, we were my senior year, we were the first time to beat Atlantic twice in the same year, like in 15 years. And we beat them at Atlantic, and that was a big deal. I still remember that, and all the guys in my era still remember that. So when you do things, have an opportunity to do things like that, it's phenomenal. But there's just a buzz around this Red Oak boys team that we have not seen for several years, Aaron, and it just makes it exciting.
I think, Matt, really, you look at them on paper, this could be a good ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. Atlantic's record's deceiving. They're 3-5, but they're a good team, a really good team, and Red Oak's going to have to bring it tonight because I guarantee Atlantic's going to come in here and they have nothing but expecting for themselves to get a win.
Absolutely. Lineups for these two teams in tonight's ball game. We're going to start first with the Atlantic Trojans. Let's check that. Grant Sturm, a senior, 5'6". Skylar Handlos, kind of looking forward to get to watch him play tonight. I heard a lot about him, senior, 6'3". We have Craig Allen Becker. He is a senior at 6 foot. Dayton Templeton, a junior at 6'1", and we have Garrett Reynolds.
Yeah, he's
a big kid down underneath, but they're going to start at Ethan Williams. He's a 6'2" senior.
Yeah, so they've got some good height. They've got height on Red Oak, that's for sure. And you know, even Craig Becker is a 6 foot senior. We recognize him. He's a tremendous cross country runner from Atlantic. Been a state qualifier, state placer. Him and Baylor Bergen have matched up on the cross-country trails for all through their careers, and here they are in the hardwood tonight, so that'll be an interesting matchup to watch.
Starters for the Red Oak Tigers in tonight's contest: Garrett Kaus, Ryan Johnson, he's a 6'1" guard, Caden Johnson, junior, at 6'1", Baylor Berggren, a junior, 5'10", and Brad Sifford, a junior, at 6'1". Reserves for the Atlantic Trojans: Ryder Burke, reserve for the Trojans. Also Caden Anderson, Keaton Jewell, Jaden Prohl, a sophomore at 6'1", Colton Rasmussen, freshman, 6'3", Jackson McLaren, sophomore, 6 foot, Lee Hauser, a junior, 6'2", and Garrett Reynolds at 6'7" center. We'll see him in the game tonight. Reserves for the Red Oak Tigers, Hunter Gillen, a freshman, come off the bench. Most likely we'll get to see Hunter play tonight. Fernando Lepe, a senior at 5'10". Nolan Blackman, junior, 5'10". Landon Cow, sophomore, 5'8". Max DeVries will be starting in tonight's ball game, actually. Also, we have Nick Fouts, junior, 6'2", and Aiden Bruce, a sophomore, at 6'1". So let's look at your lineups here this evening. Should be a good ball game, Matt. I have to say I'm pretty excited to watch these teams match up. So
yeah, Red Oak the Tigers have been playing really good basketball coming out of break. Some nights the shots will fall better than the other nights.
Certainly.
But as long as the effort's there, and they're facing a nemesis that has had them for a long, long time, the Atlantic Trojans. They're a reason Atlantic's won that many games in a row. They're a good basketball program and have been traditionally.
That is a remarkable streak, though, all the way back to 2009.
Yeah, remarkable in two ways: testament how good Atlantic is, and sometimes you have to come up the other side of the mountain. You don't get the easy path up, and that's what the Tiger boys program is trying to do here.
Grant Sturm with the ball goes left to Becker, down underneath quickly, and the Trojans are on the board quickly here. That was Ethan Williams down underneath, and it's 2-0.
Atlantic looks like they're in a 1-3-1 zone.
Garrett Kaus for three off the left side. No good. Chases his own board down. It's DeVries. DeVries will take the three off the right side and rims around, pops out, no good. We're going to foul on Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
A little too much contact going for the rebound.
Like I say, Red Oak had a short turnaround last night, getting back late from Carroll, going against the rest of the Atlantic team tonight.
Pressure in the backcourt from the Tigers. Inbound pass will come from Becker to Sturm. Sturm to Becker. Back to Sturm. Picks it up. Gets it across the center stripe to Templeton. Templeton to Sturm.
Red Oak in a 1-2-2 zone.
Down the left side. There's Handlos, long three-point shot, no good. Rebound pulled down underneath. Back up and in.
Ethan Williams.
That's Williams down underneath, getting it done for the Trojans.
And there's those offensive rebounds we talked about. Turnover Red Oak there on that possession.
4-0. Atlantic leads. 7:07 to play in the first.
Ryan Johnson has picked up that early foul. He's crucial for Red Oak down low. Red Oak's going to have to kind of do it by team down there with their team on that offensive glass, getting defensive boards.
Takes it down underneath, and Bradley Sifford steals it, comes away with it, flips it to Berger, and he pulls up, standing on a three-point line. It's no good. Rebound touched by Handlos, who goes out of play. Last touch by the Tigers, they say.
I did not see that. Atlantic ball. Tigers in a 1-2-2 full-court press here.
It's Templeton with the ball. Gets it across the timeline to Handlos. Now to Becker. Down to Sturm. Out on the left side. Top of the key. It comes to Templeton. Sturm out on that left wing. Templeton, top of the key. Templeton, top of the key with the ball. Goes left. Baseline left to Sturm now. Sturm tries to go underneath. Bergeron taps it. Can't quite. Nice aggressive effort there. Goes out of play. Last touch by the Tigers.
Tigers have got Max DeVries down low with Ryan Johnson, and they're giving up a lot of size to Williams.
Inbound
Reynolds
pass.
is not in there starting for the Trojans.
Sturm with the ball. We're going to have a 3-second violation on the Trojans. He didn't realize maybe the ball was in play, just standing there, and gets whistled for it.
Atlantic going now full court press.
Inbound pass to Kaus. Back to Sifford. Kaus with the ball. Cross-court pass to Bergeron. Out on that left side, he goes down to the right wing, into the lane, kicks it over to Kaus for three. Off the left side, it's good.
You betcha.
Garrett Kaus knocks it down, and it's 4-3.
Nice kick out by Baylor there.
All the way to the other end of Williams. And
good tie up there by Baylor down low, tying up Ethan Williams. Came on a double team, helped out Ryan down there. But that was a good kick out pass by Baylor on that press break, getting into Garrett in the shooting pocket, and Garrett knocks it down. Garrett's kid can get hot and get on a roll.
Kaus to Sifford. Johnson in the middle of the court. Baseline right to DeVries. Handled the press very well that time, the Tigers did.
It's a noticeable improvement from years in the past. The Tigers do a much better job against that.
Goes baseline right to DeVries. Back to Sifford. 5.5 minutes to play in the first. Right side Sifford. Looks inside. Back to Bergeron. Top the key. Left side Kaus. Baseline left to DeVries for three. It's no good. Rebound grab by Sturm. Outlet pass quickly to Handlos. He works his way. Nice little step around. Puts it up and scores two. And it's 6-3.
Nice job there by Handlos to avoid the foul as Garrett was trying to take the charge. Handles was able to step around him.
6-3, 5:10 to play in the first. Bergeron with the ball. Kicks it across to Kaus. There's DeVries. Kaus is on the right side. Top the key to Sifford. Left side now. Baseline left to Johnson. It's Ryan Johnson. Sifford. DeVries is open for three. It's good. Baseline right. Max DeVries hits it in. We're tied up at 6 with 4:50 to play in the first.
You leave Max open, he's going to make those.
Sturm, top the key to Handlos. Fakes it. Down to the lane. Steps back. Gets it out on the right side to Templeton. Now to Sturm. Here's Handlos out on that left side.
Sifford against Handlos, good matchup. Both about same size out there. Good block by Baylor.
Templeton takes it down inside, and Baylor Bergeron blocks it. It goes out of play. Coming into the ball game is Garrett Reynolds, and taking a seat is Williams.
So they bring in their 6'7" post player, Garrett Reynolds now.
Sturm will put it into play at the baseline.
Good look there by Sturm.
Yeah, right underneath. Kind of a little breakdown there. Bucket. Becker with the bucket, and foul's going to be on Kaus. Bucket's good. First foul on Kaus.
Nice out of bounds play there by the Atlantic. They really found Becker come around that screen and gets a chance for an and one here. And one is a term when you make the basket and you get one free throw.
Yes.
Okay. Just thought I'd check with you.
Yeah. And one if he makes it. And one.
And one. I learned that watching NBA.
Oh, and I hope that's all you got from the NBA,
That's
Matt.
all I got.
That's
all
it.
I got.
Let's leave it right there at the NBA.
Yes.
Down to the corner to Max DeVries. It's 9-6. Atlantic with the lead. Bergeron, DeVries, he's open for the three. Thought about it for just a second. Caden Johnson into the game now. Works his way into the. There's Ryan Johnson. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound is pulled down by Templeton. Templeton. Across the timeline. Top the key into the lane. He goes and travels with the ball. Tigers will have it.
Good defensive effort by Baylor. Baylor is a very good defensive player, but he's got to stay out of early foul trouble. That's key for Baylor Bergeron.
Now Ethan Sturm comes into the game, taking a seat Templeton. So we have Ethan Sturm and Grant Sturm.
The Sturm brothers are out
going
there.
with Ethan and Grant.
Assuming they're brothers.
I'm assuming they probably are. All right. Out on the left side to Kaus. Kaus to Caden Johnson. Caden puts up the long three from the top of the key. No good. There's Bergeron with the board at the free throw line. Kaus drives down to the baseline, spins, puts up the jumper right there. No good. Rebound pulled down by Handlos. He hits the floor hard. Handlos does.
Johnson, Ryan Johnson, I believe.
I think he came down on Johnson's leg or
inadvertent.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those.
Inadvertent. Ryan's foot just happened to be in the way.
I mean, he came down and hit the floor pretty hard. I don't think there's anything malicious at all in that. So
that's 2 on Ryan, and that's crucial because Ryan is a main guy on the boards for Red Oak down low.
9-6, 3.5 minutes to play in the first. With the ball is Grant. It takes the long three. It's no good. It's grabbed by Handlos out on the left wing. Back to Handlos. Dumps it down underneath to Reynolds. He spins, puts it up. No good. Rebounds tapped. Nice job by Ryan. Giving up several inches down there in height.
Reynolds is a big fella.
Ryan Johnson with the ball. Top of the key. Right side, Caden Johnson. DeVries out on the right side. 3:10 to play. Kaus with the ball out on the right side.
Going man-to-man now.
Left side, Caden Johnson. Goes down the left side lane. Flips it to Bergeron in the lane. Kicks it out to Ryan Johnson. There's Kaus for three off the right wing. It's no good. Rebound grab by Reynolds. Reynolds grabs the board. Gets it to Grant Sturm. Down to the corner to Becker. Top the key to Handlos.
Good job there by Caden.
Becker with the ball to Sturm. Grant Sturm. To Ethan Sturm. Top the key to Handlos for three. It's short. Grabbed by Bergeron. Baylor Bergeron with the ball. Goes left to DeVries. He fakes it. Works his way down the line. He's fouled on the floor. Handlos gets whistled for the foul.
Good job there by Max. He faked it. Shot and went to the bucket, and Handlos with the foul.
First foul for Handlos.
First foul on Atlantic.
2.5 minutes to play in the first. 9-6. Atlantic with the lead. DeVries with the ball. Top of the key. Goes left now to Kaus. Kaus working against the pressure from Sturm. Out on the right side to Bergeron. Bergeron working against the pressure from Sturm. That'd be Ethan.
Atlantic in a man defense here.
DeVries down to the baseline, puts it up. He's fouled on the floor. I think it's going to be on Reynolds.
That's the second time now, and that's what Max can bring to the game. He can get to the bucket, create something, or get fouled. Thought he was shooting there, but I guess they're going to say he's on the floor.
Yeah, they were on the floor. Reynolds gets whistled for his first personal foul. Inbound pass from Kaus to Sifford, now to DeVries, top of the key to Berggren. So Sifford right in the blocks on the left side, puts it up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Templeton. Templeton down to Sturm, back to Templeton. Down to the corner to Ethan Sturm. He pulls up, puts up the 8-foot jumper, rattles it in for 2, and it's 11-6.
Play now, there by Atlantic. Atlantic in a full court press.
Minute 45 to play in the first.
There's going to be a push off there on Caden Johnson.
Caden Johnson gets whistled. That's his first personal.
Caden was taking to move the bucket and extended the left hand right in front of the official there. I think Coach Plank is kind of questioning the call a little bit there.
And with the ball is Grant Sturm. He'll take it across the center stripe to the top of the key. A minute and a half to play in the first. Handlos with the ball. Gets it to Reynolds out near the top of the key. Left side to Ethan Sturm. Underneath to Handlos. There's Templeton. Or Reynolds, rather. He works his way down the left side lane. He's fouled on the floor. I think DeVries probably whistled for that one.
That'll be Max's first 15 foul on Red Oak.
Yep, that's on Max. Inbound pass will come from Grant Sturm, rather.
1:22 to go in the first quarter, 11-6. We
have a bloody nose here. Sifford got hit in the nose and has a bloody nose. He's going to come out of the game, get this taken care of.
Locker room is going to get something there. Nick Fouts will come in for him.
Didn't see what happened really on that, but he's going to go take care of that. Fouts checks into the ball game. Inbound pass. We got set and ready for action. Grant Sturm will put it into play. Templeton puts it up off the side of the backboard. It's no good. Rebound grab by the Tigers. Kaus with the ball at the top of the key. A minute 14 to play in the first. Baseline left to Caden Johnson. Back to DeVries. Oh, and that pass tried to get it through there, and Ethan Sturm taps it.
Yeah, lucky there. Good play there by Ethan Sturm to go for the steal there, but hit Baylor in the back there. It'll be Red Oak ball on the side.
Coming into the ball game will be Jewell taking a seat. Handlos. Inbound pass to Berggren. Minute 4 to play in the first. Berggren with the ball at the top of the key. And we're going to have a foul away from the ball on Fouts.
That was fouling Nick. A lot of hand check foul calls so far in the game.
11-6, Atlantic with the lead. Inbound pass comes to Grant Sturm. He'll take it across the center stripe. Right side to Ethan Sturm, down underneath the Reynolds. There's Grant Sturm. Out on the left side, Templeton. Templeton works his way into the lane,
Real
picks
good
it up.
defense there by Berggren is keeping from getting penetration.
Ethan Sturm to Reynolds. Reynolds puts up the long shot from the baseline. He was out 10 feet or so, Matt, wasn't he?
Nice shot by the big fellow there. Rope made him work for the shot, but great shot there by Reynolds. A little baseline 10-foot jumper.
13-6. Atlantic with the lead. 26 seconds to play in the first. Caden Johnson with the ball. Pressure in the backcourt here. 21 seconds. Dumps it down to Berggren on the baseline. Berggren back around the arc. There's Kaus. 14 seconds. Caden Johnson for 3, baseline left, and snaps the net with 10 seconds remaining in the first.
Big shot there for Red Oak. Road need that. Get back in the game a little bit here.
13-9. Down
5 seconds to go.
Goes to Reynolds. There's Templeton. 2 seconds. He puts it up as time expires, and that is going to do it for the first quarter. Atlantic with the lead, 13-9 over the Tigers here in Red Oak this evening, and we'll be right back after these messages. You know what? We have someone from Bedford listening.
Who's that?
Well, Bedford, Texas.
Bedford,
Texas. Jared and Karen Turner are listening from Bedford, Texas.
Hello down there in Bedford, Texas.
Yeah.
Lone Star State.
Thanks for listening. They're probably checking out Baylor Burger and see how he's doing. So
there you go.
Absolutely. From Bedford, Texas. So thanks for listening. We appreciate it.
I wonder what part of Texas that's in.
Well, it's in Texas.
Maybe it's in the West Panhandle. Maybe it's down there.
The West Panhandle?
No, that's Oklahoma.
There's West Texas.
Oh, that's Oklahoma. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at
geography. Might be the East Panhandle or South. I don't know. Handelos goes down underneath, puts it up, and scores 2. As we get back to action here, it's 15-9.
Atlantic takes off the press now. Looks like they're just going to go man on their half-court defense here.
Out on the right side to DeVries. 7:38 to play in the half. DeVries puts up kind of the fadeaway jumper from just behind the free throw line. It's good for 2, and it's 15-11. With the ball, Templeton. Down to the corner, it goes to Anderson. Back top to get Handelos, long 3. Bounces off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound tapped. Fouts comes away with it.
Nick's a big old guy down there.
Pass is stolen by Handelos. Takes it down left side, works his way in the lane. Stripped by Berggren, and last touch by the Tigers. Goes out of play.
Handelos a good ball player. He can take it to the rack or shoot. He's either way. He can dynamic offensive player.
7:11 to play in the half. Inbound pass to Templeton. Atlantic leads 15-11. Handelos down in the blocks, puts it up, and we're going to have a foul on Caden Johnson.
Yeah, they're looking for Handelos almost every possession down.
Fouls on Caden Johnson. That's his second.
Yeah, I got him for 2.
That's his second personal. At the line, Skylar Handelos.
Handelos is 6'3".
He's a good ball player.
Yeah, he absolutely is.
And like you say, his shot's up and it's good. 16-11. They're looking for him.
Yeah, absolutely. He can get you points down in the low post. He can get you points out top. He's just a very versatile offensive player.
He can get you points from the free throw line. That one's no good. Rebound grab by Caden Johnson to Berggren.
Something to keep an eye on as the fouls mount because neither team's a good free throw shooting team.
Berggren to Caden Johnson. He'll put it up baseline left. No good. Rebound grab by Templeton.
Need to follow that shot.
Templeton down to the other end. Out to Handelos. Out on the left side. Down underneath now to Williams. Ethan Williams with the ball. Back to Becker. Top key to Templeton. Becker left side. He pulls up for 3. It rattles around. No good. Nick Fouts grabs the board.
Nick with 3 rebounds in the game. Cleaning up the boards down there. And we talked about that. Keeping Atlantic, both teams like to hit the offensive boards. Nick doing a good job on the defensive boards for Red Oak.
DeVries spins his way in the lane, picks it up, nowhere to go, gets it to Caden Johnson. Left side to Berggren, out on the left wing. Berggren to Kaus. Right side, works his way into the lane, kicks it back to Berggren, left side. Berggren puts it on the court. Steps back, kicks it to Kaus out on the right side.
Good job here by Atlantic defensively.
Tigers showing patience too, Matt.
They're showing good patience.
Not forcing the ball. There's Kaus with 3. It's no good. Follows his shot, puts it up, and it's going to be blocked out of play, and the Tigers will have it. I like the following of the shot.
That's what you get when you follow your shot there.
You get a rebound. Tigers have the ball back. Inbound.
Ryan Johnson coming back in for Caden Johnson. Ryan's sitting on 2 fouls. Looks like Sifford's coming out of the locker room on the bench now.
Trying to get that bloody nose stopped, Sifford. Inbound pass comes to Caden Johnson. Out to DeVries, top key to Berggren, out left side now.
Baylor needs to step in on that 3-point line and be a threat out there, step into that shot when they rotate that ball.
DeVries drives down in lane. Nice move by Max, puts it up, no good. Skylar Handelos grabs the board. He takes it to the other end, quickly to Templeton, baseline. Handelos for 3 off the left side. It's no good. Tapped, and pulled down by Williams.
There's those offensive rebounds, second chance opportunities.
Templeton out on the left side, gets the top key to Anderson. Anderson works it down, puts it off the glass, and scores 2. Nice job by Caden Anderson, sophomore.
Atlantic, number 1 offensive rebounding team in the conference with those second chance opportunities.
18-11, 5:12 to play. There's Berggren from the top of the key. It's no good. Skylar Handelos goes up and grabs the board, pushes it quickly to the other end to Templeton. Templeton steps back, kicks it out to Becker. Now Templeton, Becker out on the left side. He'll shoot the 3. It's no good.
Another rebound.
Pulled down by Williams. And he's fouled on the floor. Williams.
Great offensive rebound by the Trojans. Tigers have got to get a body on those Trojans to keep them off the boards. Foul on Berggren first.
Berggren gets whistled. It's going to send Williams to the line. Ethan Williams. He's a senior, 6'2". Williams is. We're going to have a little
Ethan
discussion.
Williams really playing well in the game tonight with 4 points. Has a chance here to knock down a couple free throws.
Sifford comes back into the ball game now.
Need a box out on these free throws.
Williams puts it up. It's good. It's 19-11, 4:52 to play in the first half. Red Oak has 8 team fouls. Atlantic has 3.
Yeah. Atlantic's really doing a good job on offensive end. They're dictating offensively on their end.
Williams gets them both. It's 20-11. Coming back into the game now, Grant Sturm. Taking a seat will be Williams.
Red Oak needs to get a couple shots to drop here, I think, to get a little something going here.
Berggren with the ball at the center circle. Works his way with the ball. Top key, puts up the 3 and snaps the net. Baylor Berggren hits the 3 ball.
Just what they needed there. Doctor ordered.
20-14, Atlantic leads. 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Anderson drives down to the baseline again. Same move, puts it up down the left side of the lane, puts it up, and it's no good. And the Tigers grab the board. Baylor Berggren down in the lane he goes, kicks it out to Kaus for 3. It's no good. And Handlos grabs another board. Takes it end-to-end, flips it underneath to Templeton. Nice move. Shot's no good. We're going to have a foul, I think, over the back on Handlos.
And that would be 2 on Skyler.
Yep, that's 2 on Handlos.
It's big there for him. There's a big player, but he's just very good with that ball. That was a great dish he gave down low to Templeton. Templeton just couldn't connect.
Yep, coming into the game now, Reynolds taking a seat is Caden Anderson, sophomore.
I think Red Oak's got a little bit of tired legs here this first half. We'll see if they can get some juice here going.
Atlantic leads 20-14 with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Berggren with the ball, working against the pressure, left to right, back to the right side, trying to get a player open, finds Johnson. There's Sifford now on the left side. Kaus back to DeVries, left wing, dumps it down tonight. Good look and nice job by the Tigers.
Good high-low.
There you
Ryan
go.
had his guy sealed off and got the high pass over the top from Max.
20-16. Atlantic leads, 3.5 minutes to play. Long 3 from Templeton, puts it up, no good. Reynolds grabs the board. Big 6'7" guy down there grabs it and just puts it back up and in for 2.
Offensive rebound. Ryan Johnson had inside position, but Reynolds went over him and got the rebound. Another second chance points for the Trojans.
22-16. Atlantic leads, 3:22 to play in the half. Kaus with the ball, steps back, dumps it to Sifford. He takes it down the blocks, puts it up, no good. Rebound snagged by Reynolds to Becker. Becker takes it down to the right side. Baseline left to Sturm. Back to Templeton underneath. Reynolds tapped in. Berggren steps, knocks it loose. And I think Reynolds is going to be whistled.
Yep, second on him.
Nice job by Berggren.
Only 5 team fouls on Atlantic, but 2 of those are on Handlos and 2 are on Reynolds.
Yep.
We're going to have a timeout, I think, here, Red Oak.
That looks like it, yeah. So, timeout on the court. We're going to take it with them. 3 minutes remaining in the half. Atlantic leads 22-16. We'll be right back after this. It's 22-16, Atlantic with the lead as we come back to action here. So,
yeah, Red Oak's right there. They're in the game. Not played extremely well. Haven't not shot the ball well. Red Oak needs to depend upon the outside shot. They don't have a lot of low scoring, so they need that ball to drop from outside.
Down to Sifford, down to the baseline. Tigers with the ball. Kaus now. Sifford, left wing. Kaus Works his way into the lane. Has it stripped by Sturm. Grant Sturm out at the other end. Handlos puts it up and in for 2. And it's 24-16.
Turnover leads to a fast breakout for the Trojans. One of the few turnovers by the Tigers.
2.5 minutes. We're going to have a foul.
That's going to be a third on Reynolds.
3 on Reynolds. You know, Reynolds 6'7". He moves well for a 6'7" kid.
Yeah. I believe that will be the 16th foul Atlantic with 2:30 to go here. So next foul will put Red Oak at a 1-1.
24-16. Atlantic with the lead. Inbound pass to DeVries out on the left side. Top key to Caden Johnson. Gets it to Bergeron. Down to Ryan Johnson, right side. Top key to DeVries.
Handlos on DeVries in this man-to-man.
Sifford. Caden Johnson with the ball. Left side. Top key to Bergeron. Bergeron to Caden Johnson. Left side. 2:10 to play in the half. Out to Sifford. He works his way into the lane. Dumps it back to Ryan Johnson.
Good
fakes
ball
it. Takes it underneath. Kicks it out to Sifford. Sifford drives. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound's tapped. We're going to have a jump ball. Ryan Johnson and Grant Sturm tie it up. Alternate possession. Tigers keep it. Minute 57 to play in the half. 24-16.
Only got Red Oak for 4 turnovers on the night so far, so that's taking care of the ball, getting quality shots, just not knocking them down.
Inbound pass comes to Ryan Johnson. Back to Bergeron. Stutters inside. Kicks it to Sifford. Sifford to Ryan Johnson. Ryan pulls up the 3. Nope. Rebound pulled down by Ethan Sturm. Top key to Ethan Sturm.
That's
2 standing on the line. Tapped. Caden Johnson grabs the board.
Good rebound there by Caden. Had the inside position.
Bergeron to Caden Johnson. Sifford drives down the left side of the lane. Puts it up. It's blocked. And coming away with it is Ethan Sturm. Down to the baseline. Handlos back to Becker. Ethan Sturm to Grant Sturm. Handlos. He's open for 3. It's no good. Rebound grab by Ryan Johnson.
Limited one shot here. Coach Plank wants a play run here.
Slowing it down. Minute 9 to play in the half. 24-16. Bergeron with the ball. Works his way down in lane. Left side. Puts the layup and in for 2.
Nice play there. That's what the leader of the team does. Went to the left hand there. Got the layup. Trojans on a fast break.
Ball kept in play. Round underneath is Becker. Puts it up. No good. Gets his own board. We're going to have alternate possession this time.
Going to stay with Atlantic.
The Trojans will
Atlantic get that ball up the court quick. Tigers need to do a better job getting back.
Templeton comes into the ball game, and taking a seat now will be Williams. And Kaus comes back into the ball game, and DeVries will take a seat. Inbound pass will come from Grant Sturm, the baseline.
Good inbounds.
Underneath the Becker. Nice job on the inbound play.
Good inbounds play there. Great job by the Trojans.
And it's 26-18. 8-point lead. 43 seconds remaining. Kaus puts up the 3. No good. Rebound is grabbed.
That's 3 on Ryan, and we don't need that. The Red Oak does not need that foul that far away from the bucket. That's an 82-foot foul. That's kind of a frustration foul there.
I think that was the frustration foul, and Ryan's going to come out of the game with the 3rd personal. We're going to walk end to end now and line up at the free throw line. Coming into the game also is Caden Anderson for Atlantic, taking a seat. Handlos. 38 seconds remaining in the half. 26-18. Grant Sturm at the line. 5'6" senior. Grant is. He puts the shot up. It is no good. Rebound grab by Fouts. Bergeron with the ball across the center stripe. There's Kaus in the corner. He drives into the lane, into the paint, has it stripped. Nope, keeps it, puts it up off the glass and scores 2.
Garrett's first bucket on the night.
Inbound pass. Ethan
Big
Sturm with
possession
the ball.
here. Red Oak down 6. See if Atlantic's going to hold for 1 here. This could be a 6-point or an 8-point, 9-point spread here.
15 seconds.
Depending on what Atlantic does.
And with the ball is Grant Sturm going for one last shot. Grant Sturm with the ball. Works his way left. Now to Becker. There's
Handlos is out of the game.
Templeton works his way down, puts it off the glass, and scores 2 as time expires. 8-point game going
Big shot there by Atlantic.
Atlantic executed that final one well. It's 28-20. Atlantic leads as we head into halftime here over the Red Oak Tigers. And pretty exciting game so far, Matt, here this evening.
Yeah, Atlantic's played a really good game. They're very aggressive offensively. They get to the boards. Handlos is a key player for them. He's got him for 7 points this half. Ethan Sturm, how you pronounce his name again? Sturm had 2. Caden Anderson for 2. I had Craig Becker for 5. Dayton Templeton with 2. Ethan Williams with 6 points, and Garrett Reynolds with 4 points. Reynolds has 3 fouls. Handels has 2. For Red Oak, I've got Cowles with 2 points. Ryan Johnson with 2. Caden Johnson with 3. Max DeVries with 5. Baylor with 5. I don't have Landon Cowles for 3. That must have been a 3 for Caden, I'm thinking.
All right.
So that's the scoring for Red Oak. So, yeah, halftime 28-20. I said Red Oak had some good shots, weren't knocking them down there. Atlantic is very, very ferocious on the offensive board. We'll see what happens here. Johnson has 3 for Red Oak, and Reynolds has 3. So the first opening minutes of the second half is staying out of foul trouble for both those guys will be crucial.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back after these messages. Atlantic leads at halftime 28-20 over the Red Oak Tigers. (28-20) Atlantic with the lead at half as we are at halftime here in Red Oak of varsity boys play. Let me tell you what's happened so far tonight.
Yep.
In junior varsity girls play, it was Atlantic over Red Oak 40-20. In varsity girls play, it was Atlantic over Red Oak 64-39. We're at half, and Atlantic leads Red Oak 28-20 in varsity boys play. Matt, do you have other scores?
Yeah, other Hawkeye 10 girls scores tonight. It was Creston over Shenandoah 57-18. Kemper defeats Clarinda 56-29. And a big game, the Glenwood Rams come back and defeat number 14th ranked Class 5A Indianola 70-53. So Glenwood Ram girls the big win. Also, we have Lennox girls defeating Mount Air 46-35. And let me see if I can pull up any boys scores here real quick. Probably a little too early to get any boys scores. We do have a halftime score. Clarinda on top of Kemper 36-26. That's at halftime in the boys game up in Kemper. And then we have an end of the first period score. It's Creston 13, Shenandoah 5.
So Glenwood kind of broke it open in that second half. It was a 1-point game at halftime.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, I guess the only teams that really beat Glenwood are out-of-state teams.
I guess.
There's no team in Iowa that seems to be able to beat them, and they'll be fun to watch Thursday night when Red Oak goes over to Glenwood to play. But we've got a good game here.
Yep.
I think Red Oak's right in the game. Atlantic's a very solid team, and you are talking about how Atlantic can be 3-5 on the season. Looking at their schedule, they've lost twice to Glenwood, which is the top team probably. The boys Hawk 10, they've lost a game. They lost to Kemper by 3 points. And who else? They lost to Clarinda, which we know is a good team. They've beaten Kemper, so they came back and beat Kemper
They
in a
split
rematch.
with Kemper.
They beat Lewis Central, and they beat, who else they beat here? No, I'm not seeing it for some. They beat Creston, opening game of the year. So, they're 3-5, but it's a very, very solid team, and I would expect they're going to be winning a lot more games down the stretch here. But your Red Oak Tigers are right back in this game, down 8, and I think, if you get a couple buckets to go on the outside, that'll be important. Baylor, Bergen, and Kaus and Max get it going from the 3 line. We'll see if they can make it a game here.
Absolutely. At halftime, about 6 minutes remaining at half here in Red Oak this evening. So we want to say, Matt, too, if people are listening, if they want to watch the game, they can go over to KCSI on YouTube and watch it on YouTube tonight. Just search for KCSI. While you're there, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and you can watch it right there. You can listen live online. Go to our website, kcsifm.com, and click the Listen Live tab. You can listen to it there. Listen to it right here on KCSI 95.3 if you choose. That works, too. You can go to Facebook. There's a link, and that link will take you, search for KCSI KOAK Radio on Facebook. Click that link, and it'll take you back to our YouTube page. So we got you covered, whatever the case may be. And thanks to everyone. Listen, Bedford, Texas. Did I mention that? We have folks from Bedford, Texas. Listen.
Bedford, Texas. We need to know where Bedford, Texas is.
It's in the West
Plains.
Panhandle.
No, it's a Panhandle, Oklahoma.
There's a Panhandle in Oklahoma, but there's a Texas Panhandle too.
Man, we just need to stop talking
South
geography.
Panhandle. Yeah, the last time at Christmas, I remember right, you were thinking that New Zealand is a continent.
Yeah, that Bill and I were discussing that Let's Talk Sports show, which is a fabulous award-winning show. Have we won any awards? I don't think
big.
so. I can't say
all
that.
Of them
Saturday morning. But yeah, we were discussing world geography that day, and it didn't go well for me. I'm not sure where.
Not your strong suit.
No, I get. Pretty much I get south of Essex, I'm going to be lost. I get north of Griswold, I'm not sure where I'm going. Get out of my element, man.
Keep it within Stinnett, Wells, Red Oak, Nyman, Tenville. You'll be in good shape.
I'm pretty good on the west side of Red Oak. If I get down in South Hill, I get lost a little bit.
All right, well, we're at half, 28-20. Atlantic with the lead. Been a good game so far. Really anybody's game at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And I say that Atlantic's Skylar Handels is a really good ball player for the Trojans, and he's got a good supporting cast with Reynolds and Williams, two big guys down low that can really get it done. Even Atlantic's coaching staff is big.
There's big fellas down there, that's for sure. Well, let's take a break, and we'll be right back after these messages. 1.5 remaining at half here in Red Oak, and it's Atlantic 28, Red Oak 20. So you know where Bedford's at now.
We do. Somewhere by Dallas, Fort Worth.
It's Dallas, Fort Worth, and then Bedford's down right in there somewhere.
I'll look it up on my...
do you know where Dallas is at?
It's in the middle of the state, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
That's in the middle panhandle.
Right. Yes. I've actually been to Corpus Christi before.
Have you?
That's south of San Antonio. I know that.
Yeah.
That's the southern panhandle.
The southern panhandle.
So you break down Texas into panhandles.
Does Iowa have a panhandle?
Yeah.
No.
Sioux City.
Sioux City.
That's the panhandle.
That's the panhandle of Iowa. Boy, we've really gone off the rails here. We've gone off the rails.
It's a basketball game here.
We've gone off
fellas.
the rails.
It's a basketball game. All right, well, we've had Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, Van Halen.
He said all the hair bands that I can think of.
He had Green Day a minute ago.
You know, one of my our listeners will remember a group back in the '80s, a local group called High Heel and Sneakers.
That's not. I don't remember that.
They were the band in Southwest Iowa, High Heel and Sneakers. You weren't anything until you watched them in a concert.
Were they kind of a hairband type stuff?
Yeah, they're still around. They're of course.
No.
Yes, you go out. You can look for High Heel and Sneakers on. They scheduled a tour. Absolutely.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
There's your worthless 80s trivia.
JV girls play, it was Atlantic over Red Oak 40-27. Varsity girls play Atlantic over Red Oak 64-39. And as we come back to action here in the third quarter, it is Atlantic with the lead by 8, 28-20, as we get set for the third quarter. If you're Coach Plank, what do you tell your Tigers?
Take care of the ball, get good quality shots, ratchet it up on the boards.
Coach Vargas, what do you tell your Trojans?
Keep on keeping on.
All right, top of the key to Bergeron, baseline left to DeVries. Top of the key, Bergeron. Works his way down in lane, left side, puts it up, left-handed, it's good for two. Baylor Bergeron scores a couple for the Tigers, and it's a 6-point ball game, 28-22.
Good hard drive there by Baylor.
7.5 minutes to play in the third. Williams with the ball. Gets it to Handlos. Handlos takes it down and puts it off the glass and scores two.
Good move there, but that's just too easy. Tigers may have to bring a double on Handlos. We'll see what happens.
30-22. Atlantic with the lead. 7:22 to play in the third. Sifford with the ball. Goes right to Bergeron. Bergeron comes back around the arc. Kicks it to DeVries. Down to Kaus. Kaus on the left side to DeVries. Right wing now to Sifford. DeVries drives, picks it up. Double teamed, gets it to Bergeron. Bergeron, long three. It's no good. Tapped. And Kaus grabs it near the center circle.
Good job by Sifford to keep the ball alive there.
Left side to Bergeron.
Red Oak seems to be a little confused here on their offense end, trying to run a play now. Going off a high pick from Ryan.
Bergeron gets up, and then pass is stolen
they
by
didn't look good in that
Sturm. Down to the other end, Handlos puts it up and scores two. He'll go to the bucket.
Yeah.
Sifford's whistled.
Yeah, good job there by Handlos. Handlos is just right now taking over the game offensively.
What is that play called, Matt?
That's called a breakout, run out, throw a deep pass.
And you get fouled and you make the bucket. It's a
and one.
32-22. Shots good from Handlos. 11-point lead for Atlantic. That's their biggest lead of the night.
This is a crucial time here for the Red Oak. They're going to stay in this game. They need to get a bucket here. And
6.5 minutes. 6.5 minutes remaining in the third. Bergeron with the ball, top of the key, goes right to Sifford. Sifford to Bergeron. Looks at the three, back to Sifford.
Red Oak needs a little bit more movement on their offensive end here. Standing.
DeVries dumps it off to Sifford. Sifford takes it down to the baseline, loses the handle, and it goes out of play.
Yeah, it's a little bit of combination. Atlantic doing a good job taking them out of their offense, but a lot of standing there by Red Oak the last two possessions.
Inbound pass comes from Becker to Sturm, Grant Sturm. Grant takes it right to left across the timeline, left side to Williams. Out to Handlos, right wing, drives, blocks, puts it up. It's good for two. He's a handful.
Well, he's just showing all the moves there. A pump fake, a ball fake, and then a dribble drive.
35.
That's a hard guard right there.
Kaus puts it up, no good. Ryan Johnson taps it back. It's picked up by Templeton. Templeton pushing it left side, and nice job by Baylor Bergeron to get set and take the offensive foul.
Good job there by Baylor.
35-22. Atlantic with the lead.
Red Oak really struggling on the offensive end to get any offense here right now.
They're flat on the offensive end at the moment.
Yeah,
like you said, they just don't seem like they can get in the groove offensively here.
Again, there's no excuses. But it is a back-to-back and night for them and a long night from Carroll. But you got to bring it. So let's see if the Tigers get some offense. Like I say, too much standing right now. Need to cut and move.
DeVries out on that left wing with the ball. Pressure from Becker.
Trying to get dribble drives, and that's going to be a tough thing to do.
Shot from DeVries goes up. Rebound grabbed by Becker. Gets it to Handlos. Handlos out on the right side. Pulls up for three. It's no good. Follows his own shot and puts it back up and in for two.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, he is doing it all right now.
Timeout. Atlantic's on a run.
37-22. Atlantic leads. 5:11 to play in the third. We're going to take the break with them, and we'll be right back after this. To Red Oak, 5:11 to play in the third, and Atlantic opened up a big lead here. They've
9-0 run.
Blown this thing open now, 37-22.
All Skylar Handlos, he has just asserted himself here in the second half.
DeVries with the ball out on the left side. Works his way into the lane, puts it up, no good. Tapped, coming away with it is Becker. Becker pushes it up the other end, tapped by Caden Johnson, picked up by Berggren. Berggren to Caden Johnson, he goes in, puts it off the glass. Does not fall. Foul will be on Handlos.
Or I think it might be on Becker, I think.
Nope, Handlos.
It is. It's his third. It's his third on Skylar Handlos.
That's a big one. Caden Johnson at the line. That's number 3 on Handlos. Caden Johnson at the line. Gillen gets set to come into the ballgame. Shot from Johnson is up, is good. That's Caden Johnson. Gillen comes into the ballgame for DeVries.
Freshman for freshman there.
And 4:44 to play in the third. It's 37-23. Caden Johnson at the line for Red Oak. Shots up, no good. Rebound grab, pushing court up quickly up the court. Grant Sturham down underneath to Williams. Williams puts it up, no good. Gets his own board back up, blocked by Ryan Johnson, and that's going to be number 4 on Ryan, I think, if it is on Ryan.
I thought Ryan got the ball cleanly there on that block, but let's say he got him on the elbow.
It is on Ryan.
That'll be 4 on Ryan. They'll
That's
bring in
4.
Nick.
He'll come out. And Nick Fouts will come into the ball game. At the line,
Ethan Williams.
Ethan Williams, 6'2 senior, puts it up. It's no good. Fouts comes into the ball game. Looks like Reynolds gets set to come into the ball game as well.
He'll come in with 3 fouls.
4.5 minutes to play in the third. 37-23. Shots up. It's good from Williams. Reynolds into the ball game. Rasmussen into the raw ball game. Taking a seat will be Williams. We got and Becker takes a seat. All right, here we go. Inbound pass will come from Caden Johnson to Berggren. Berggren left to right across the timeline. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Kaus out on the right side. Kaus to Caden Johnson, top of the key. Works his way right, pulls up 3 off the right side, no good. Rebound batted around, chased down by Gillen, gets it to Berggren.
Nick Fouts in there battling down low. 2 big bodies down there, Mr. Fouts and Reynolds.
Berggren with the ball out on the left side, works his way into the lane, puts it up. It's no good. Rebound is tapped and chased down by Gillen. Gillen flips it underneath to
That's just Kaus. But Garrett had a shot there, went with the pass instead, I think.
Handlos puts it up. It's no good. Fouts grabs the board, gets it to Berggren, and he'll be fouled by Templeton. Templeton's. That's his be his second foul.
I believe it is, sir.
Tigers will have the ball. 3:54 to play in the third. This quarter seems like it's kind of choppy, Matt. I mean, neither team really gets into a rhythm.
Excellent observation. Excellent observation.
Kaus with the ball to Gillen, top of the key. Right side, Bergeron for three. It's good. Baylor Bergeron having a game.
Yeah, he's really playing well offensively, defensively.
38-26, 3.5 minutes to play in the third.
Baylor with 10 points on the night.
Scott Handlos to Sturm. Sturm works his way down the right side of the lane, dumps it off to Reynolds. Out on the right side to Rasmussen. He's a freshman as well. Templeton drives down right side of the lane, spins, kicks it back to Handlos. Long three-point shot. It's no good. Rebound tapped. There's Reynolds. He goes up and is fouled on the play. Bergeron gets whistled.
Yeah, that size down there. That's just hard.
They called that on Gillen.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
Okay.
That's Gillen's first personal. At the line will be Garrett Reynolds, their 6'7" center. He's a senior. 3:14 to play in the third. Shots up, bounces off the rim. It's no good.
You know, we see some quality big men in the Hawkeye 10 this year. Will McLaughlin, Harlan, Blake Harrell down at Shenandoah, and now Mr. Reynolds.
She gets the second one. It's 39-26, 3:14 to play in the third. Bergeron will take it across the center stripe. Works his way right, gets it to Kaus. Top of the key to Gilliland. Out on the left side to Bergeron. 3 minutes remaining in the third. Bergeron with the ball, left wing. Comes around top of the key, pulls up for three, and snaps the net. Baylor knocks down the three ball. It's a 10-point ball game now, 39-29, and Atlantic with the lead.
Bergeron single-handedly trying to keep the Tigers in the game.
We're going to have a foul on Kaus. Garrett Kaus gets whistled.
That's
his
foul.
Second team foul, number 4. Second on Kaus. And the Trojans have the ball under their own basket. Inbound pass will come from Sturm. Finds Templeton. Dumps it down underneath the Handlos. Fakes it. Oh. That was a sweet little move. Fakes it with the
fake
right.
with the ball. Oh, man, that was sweet, wasn't it?
Nice by Handlos, and it's 41-21.
Very skilled offensive player. Hard for me to imagine he's only averaging 16 points a game.
Kaus puts up the three off the right side. No good. Rebound is tapped. It's going to go out of play. Last touched by the Trojans. And getting set to come into the ball game for Atlantic is Ethan Sturm. Out of the game, Templeton. Inbound pass will come from Bergeron at the baseline for the Red Oak Tigers. Bergeron puts it into play to Fouts. Now to Gilliland. Gilliland fakes it into the lane. Back to Kaus out on the right side. Kaus with the ball. Works his way down underneath. He is fouled by Grant Sturm. 41-29, 2:21 to play in the third. Tigers will have the ball at the baseline. Bergeron will put it into play for Red Oak. Out to Gilliland, left side. Hands it off to Kaus. Kaus drives down to the baseline, steps back, takes the three. It's not there. It goes out of play.
Yeah, try a little step back three there. Short on the ball. Short on the shot. Atlantic ball out of bounds.
41-29. Atlantic leads. 2:08 to play in the third. Out on the right side to Ethan Sturm. Top of the key to Handlos. There's Rasmussen with the ball. Grant Sturm takes the three. It's no good. Rebound grab by Fouts.
Ooh.
And stolen right there.
Yeah.
Handlos
hanging around. Picks up a
easy chip shot there.
A little chip shot there. Just standing around in the right place.
43-29. Atlantic with the lead. Minute 38 to play. There's Kaus from the top of the key for three. It's no good. Rebound grab by Reynolds. Sturm now. Grant Sturm goes end to end, puts it up. No good. Rebound grab by Bergeron. Bergeron pushes it up the court quickly. Kicks it down to Kaus on the baseline. There's Fouts. Puts it up right there underneath. Great job by Fouts. Timeout on the court. We'll take it with them. 1:18 to play in the third. Atlantic leads Red Oak 43-31. Red Oak, a minute 18 remaining in the third. It's 43-31. Atlantic with the lead. Atlantic stretched that lead here in the second half.
Red Oak going full court here.
Inbound
1-2-2.
Inbound pass to Grant Sturm. He loses it from behind. It's on the court. Sturm has it. We're going to have a timeout on the court quickly with Atlantic maintaining possession of the ball. Just a few seconds ticked off the clock. And we're going to take the break. We'll be right back after these messages. As we come back to action here, Atlantic will have the ball. Pressure in the backcourt from the Tigers. Inbound pass to Sturm to Handlos. Handlos to Sturm. Stolen by Sifford. Loses the handle. Handlos, I think the foul's going to be on Sifford.
They're going to have I think the refs are going to talk here. Coach Plank wanted a foul call on Atlantic. They're going to call that on
Sifford.
Sifford,
what happened? Sifford and Sturm kind of got tangled up there.
Brad had to steal.
Struggling for possession of the ball is what happened. And
Spencer's arguing that after the steal, Brad was hacked an arm, but refs saw it the other way.
58 seconds remaining in the third, 43-31. Atlantic with the lead.
I haven't seen Coach Plank get a technical all year. He's not that type of coach. So if Coach Plank's worked up,
foul,
it's unusual.
That foul was on Caden Johnson. That's his third personal foul. Atlantic will have the ball, put it into play. Grant Sturm will put it into play to Templeton. Templeton into the lane quickly, picks it up, and steps inside. We're going to have a foul.
And that'll be 1-on-1, I think, Aaron.
Sifford again. Nope.
Max
DeVries.
Okay.
And this 1-on-1 opportunity now for Atlantic. At the line will be Templeton. 51 seconds remaining in the third. And Templeton at the line. Shots up. It's good. He gets it.
Templeton's a good-looking player. He's got some height on him at the guard. Can handle the ball. Go either direction, left or right, really well.
Second shot's up. It's good.
And to me, that's always a differentiation in high school level. If you can go either hand on your drive, left or right, equally well, you're a much more threat offensively than being dominant with your dominant hand, either be left or right.
Bergeron with the ball, takes it across center stripe to DeVries. He works his way down to the blocks and puts it up and scores two.
Tough drive there by Max.
45-33. Atlantic leads, 36 seconds remaining in the third. Sturm with the ball, Grant Sturm.
Atlantic looks like they're going to go for one here.
Yep, going to go for one last shot.
Right up extending their defense a little bit.
Back to Sturm. Sturm to the center circle, 21 seconds. Anderson, all this taking place out near the center stripe. Cal steps out to Sturm.
Red Oak's not coming with a trap. They're playing straight up right now.
Sturm goes, and we're going to have a foul on Bergeron.
Bergeron or Max, I think.
It's on Bergeron.
On Bergeron. That's his what? Got two on him?
That is his second personal foul. 9 seconds remaining in the 9 seconds remaining in the third. Sturm at the line. Grant Sturm. Shot is up. It's good. 46.
Well, they're shooting better than their 49% team average.
They're above
the free throw line.
Shooting above their average tonight for sure. 46-33. Grant Sturm at the line. He gets both of them. 47-33. Inbound pass to Bergeron.
7 seconds.
Bergeron to Sifford. 6 seconds. Stolen by Templeton. Outlet to Grant Sturm. He takes it, puts it up, and he'll be fouled. Bergeron with 1.3 seconds.
That's unfortunate for the Tigers. They had a chance to get the last bucket quarter there. They turn it over, and Atlantic takes it right back down the court, and they get 2 free throws here.
Grant Sturm lines up at the line again. He put the first 2 in for a play previous to this.
Yeah, he's shooting well.
And puts that one in too. 48-33. And Grant Sturm at the line. Second shot is up. It's no good. Rebound grab by Sifford. That is going to do it for the third quarter. Atlantic leads 48-33 here in Red Oak this evening over the Red Oak Tigers, and we'll be right back for the fourth quarter right after these messages. Visit with Dave the other day in studio, Dave Carbaugh.
Yes, Mr.
Talked
Carbaugh.
about some of the after prom activities and
absolutely
things going on there. So
daughter Liz, an outstanding volleyball player.
Yep.
I do not know anyone that can jump higher in girls volleyball than Liz Carbaugh.
Remarkable. It is remarkable. All right, Matt. The Red Oak Tigers have to make something happen to get some points on the board.
Yeah,
the Trojans need to keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it's 15-point spread here going into the last quarter. Red Oak needs to end this game here on a positive note here. Play well, play solid.
Sturm with the ball for Atlantic. That's Grant Sturm to Becker. Left side to Williams. He goes down underneath, falls, picks it up.
Good defense there by Ryan Johnson, low post.
There's Williams. Williams
right back
works
to
his
him.
way in the lane and puts it up for 2.
Just stay with it. Williams just stayed with it. I'm really impressed with him.
50-33 now.
He's got 9 points. I got him for 9 points in the night, Ethan Williams.
7.5 minutes to play in the ball
6'2"
game.
and senior.
Good player. Tapped by Sturm, coming away with it. Sturm, that's Grant Sturm, puts the layup and in for 2. Atlantic rolling here.
They are.
52-33, 7:22 to play in the fourth. Bergen with the ball, goes left to Sifford, down to DeVries. DeVries with the ball out on the left wing. 7:10 to play in the half.
More movement from the Tigers in our half-court offense. More movement, more cutting.
Sifford to Ryan Johnson.
Cut and move.
Out of DeVries. DeVries on the right side, works his way down to the baseline. Falls down but keeps it, gets it to Kaus. Kaus puts it up, no good. Rebound grab by Templeton. Templeton looking up the court. Goes right to Becker, back to Templeton. Templeton spins his way in lane, kicks it to Becker. Handlos, top of the key. Into lane he goes, spins, fades away. He takes an extra step before he does and turns it over to the Tigers.
That's some D1, D2 college basketball moves right there with that spinning that handle Skylar Handlos has. He'll be playing college ball somewhere.
52-33, 6.5 minutes to play in the fourth. Bergeron with the ball. Works his way right, passes top the key to DeVries and has it blocked out of play by Handlos.
Freshman on senior there. You've got a young man, Max DeVries, who's growing his game as a freshman, going against a seasoned senior there.
Inbound pass will come from Bergeron. Out to Ryan Johnson, back to Bergeron, left side. Kaus with the ball, out on the left wing. Works his way into the lane, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. And that foul was whistled on. I think that's on Keaton Jewell.
That foul's been there all night, and it's the first time it's been called.
Inbound pass to Ryan Johnson, now to DeVries. Bergeron into the lane he goes, and he'll be fouled by Templeton.
I think. Good hard take there by Baylor.
I think that's on Templeton. And Bergeron will go to the line.
Baylor's an old school player. He's old school in the regard that he's
shots up. It's no good. Explain that to me.
I'd say he's a heart and soul of Red Oak. He's a young man that really buys into the Red Oak history of sports, and gets that a lot from his family, and you can see the way he competes.
Puts it up. It's good. Second free throw. 6:05 to play in the ball game. 52-34. Atlantic with the lead. Atlantic in the driver's seat here. Inbound pass comes to Templeton. A lot of pressure in the backcourt here from the Tigers. Tap by Bergeron.
Tigers have been effective in that full-court press.
Ryan Johnson hands it to Caden Johnson. He goes down, puts it up. No good. Rebound pulled down. And we're going to have a foul on Caden Johnson.
Yeah, and the Tigers, when they put that press on, they've been effective. They've turned Atlantic over 2 or 3 times, but they can't convert it, or they, in a rush, when they get the turnover, they turn it over themselves. So
we're going to walk end to end here. Line up. Keaton Jewell lines up at the line. He's a 6'1 senior. Keaton is. 52-34. First shot is up. It's good. They're putting down their free throws tonight.
They are. They're shooting roll. I'm just kind of scanning the roster here while we have Templeton's a junior. But really, other than that, and Sturm is a junior. So really, other than that, they've got a very senior-dominated team. And still, Red Oak has a young team, freshmen and juniors for the most part.
Jewell puts it up. Shot from Caden Johnson's up. It's no good. Rebound, Skylar Handlos comes away with it out on the left side. There's Jewell for 3. It's good. It's 57.
Atlantic on a run.
34. 5.5 minutes to play in the fourth. Caden Johnson back to Bergeron. Tops key to DeVries. Out on the left side to Sifford. Sifford works his way into the lane, puts it up, and one for Sifford. Jewell's going to be whistled, I think. Basket's good. Sifford will go to the line.
See if Siff's been working on his free throws. See if he knocks this one down.
Caden Anderson comes into the game and taking a seat. Becker. Sifford at the line. Here we go. He hasn't switched to a one-handed shooting method, has he? Like
no.
Ryan?
A lot of times with Sifford, with Bradley, it's getting at knees. And that's true for a lot of shooters. You don't tend to get your knee bend into it a lot of times.
Rasmussen comes in the ball game.
And that can be because you're tired, too.
Sure.
That's a sign of fatigue a little bit, too.
Ethan Williams takes a seat. Inbound pass comes to Templeton. It's going to go out of play.
Again, more pressure from Red Oak. They've been effective in that trap. Full court press.
And here we go.
Hunter Gillen in for Caden Johnson.
Grant Sturm comes back into the game for Templeton.
The Sturm boys are steady ball players, man.
They
take care of the ball. They don't make mistakes and get the ball in the right position offensively.
DeVries out on the left side for Red Oak. Pulls up 3. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Anderson. And it's going to go out of play.
With White.
Tigers will keep it. Inbound pass will come from the baseline. Bergeron will put it into play.
Red Oak with 2 freshmen and 3 juniors out on the court right now.
Inbound pass to Ryan Johnson. Top key to Gillen. Dumps it down underneath to Ryan. He works his way in. Into Sifford. We're going to have a 3-second violation on the Tigers.
Ryan had a shot right there and passed up. Let's see him take that.
I don't know, Matt. A lot of talking going on the court right at the moment.
A little frustration.
A lot of talking going on between the two teams.
Yeah, I think there's a little frustration there by Red Oak. They've been on the 3
Jewell
ball here from
puts
Jewell.
It up, and he knocks down the 3, and it's 60-36.
He is a favorite. We're going to get a timeout here. Coach Plank is upset. He's telling the official to get his timeout.
60-36.
30-second timeout.
We're going to take it with them. Atlantic with the lead. We'll be right back after this.
Well, some days you're the dog and some days you're the tail.
Some days you're the windshield. Some days you're the bug. Some days you're the...
Are we on? I'm sorry.
Red Oak.
We're using all kinds of analogies here. Some days you're the
windshield. Some days
you're
the bug. That's how it works sometimes. So Sifford with the ball, kicks it out to DeVries, works his way in the lane, puts it up. He's fouled and one.
There you go. Good hard tape by Max. I think Coach Blank had a little timeout to say, fellas, are going to end this game hard here.
Rasmussen gets whistled for the foul. DeVries will go to the line. 60-38. Atlantic with the lead. 4:20 to play in the ball game. Shot is up. It's good from DeVries.
Well, it's still with the full court press.
Inbound pass comes to Sturm. Handles the ball well.
He does.
Sturm does.
He's got a good dribble, good handle.
Out to Anderson. Anderson takes it into the lane, puts it off the glass. No good. Ryan Johnson grabs the board. It's Berggren. Berggren across the timeline, top of the key to Anderson, back to Berggren, long three, no good. Tapped by Sifford, picked up by Sturm. He pushes it up the court, layup off the glass and scores two. We got a foul on the play. I like the way he plays ball.
Yeah,
Grant Sturm, I'm telling you.
You bet.
He gets
the
after
official had a call there on that.
Coming into the game now is Ethan Sturm.
I think the official is.
Who was the foul on? That was
on DeVries. They're calling Max DeVries is hurt.
Shot from
this game. You're right. This game's getting a little chippy.
Yeah, it is. 63-30, 63-39. Atlantic leads 3:50.
I think it's due to the lack of sleep, Aaron.
You think so? Out on the right side, Gilland underneath to Ryan Johnson. He takes it underneath, flips it to Sifford. Nice job. Scores two for the Tigers, 63-41. Inbound pass to Sturm, double team. Berggren comes away with it, and he'll put it off the glass and score two.
Basket counts.
And it's 63-43, 20-point lead here for the Trojans. Berggren goes to the line.
Really, the Trojans are really having problems with the road press. Really are.
63-43. Shot for Berggren is good.
Also, Atlantic has on it last time. It pulled most of their starters. So that makes a difference as well, also, to be fair.
Sifford will be whistled for the foul. Yep, Sifford gets the call. Yeah, we're going to walk to the other end. Sturm lines up at the free throw line.
Yeah, Sturm's the only starter, I think, still left in the game for the Trojans at this point.
That would be correct. 3:27 to play, 63-43. Sturm at the line. Shot is up. It's good. That is Grant Sturm, senior point guard for the Trojans.
And I like the yellow shoes.
Do you?
I like the yellow shoes.
Kind of sets it off, doesn't it?
Yes.
Shot is up. It's good. 65-44. Berggren dumps it down underneath to Johnson. Out to Gillen. Gillen puts it up, and one for Gillen.
That was a good no call on that. That was a kind of a flop there, but good pass to baseline to Hunter Gillen, freshman, getting his first bucket on the night.
And he'll go to the line.
Hunter is a talented ball player. Has played really well as he has worked his way into rotation so far this year.
Shots up, it's no good.
Got travel.
Anderson grabs the rebound, but travels with it. For
even though
Atlantic.
this is first string versus second string here, I think it's important to kind of finish if they can here. Continue this. You get a little something.
DeVries with the ball, top the key, dumps it down underneath to Ryan Johnson. It's Sifford on the move. Sifford to Gillen for three. It's no good. Ryan Johnson taps it back out top to Berggren. Berggren into the lane. He
nice
goes.
Move.
Fakes it, takes it. It's good. Nice job by Baylor Berggren.
By Baylor Berggren. Again, right on that press. They're all over him. Red Oak really getting out.
Sifford.
Foul. You may see Atlantic even now. It's still 17 points per hour. Say if it gets down within 10 or 12 here, they might bring the starters back, and they're going to call timeout, or Coach Evans going to get a timeout.
65-48, 2:50 to play in the ball game. Atlantic with the lead. We'll be right back after this. 65-48. And Matt, do you have some scores for us?
We do. Let's go through some Hawk 10 scores here real quick when I get my app to pull up. Girls scores, Creston over Shenandoah final, 57-18. Final, Kemper over Corinda, 56-29. Final, Glenwood beats number 14 ranked Class 5A Indianola, 70-57. And then we did have a score that it was Denison girls defeating Lewis Central, 53-48. So the 11th ranked team in the state, Denison, beats Lewis Central 53-48 girls play.
Some finals for you, and it's 65-48 here in varsity boys play. Shot from Sifford is up. It's no good. Two-shot opportunity for Brad. 2:50 to play in the ball game. Brad Sifford at the line. Second shot is up. It is no good. Rebound pulled down by Becker.
Atlantic did call timeout, and they brought all their starters back in. So, look at that and say there's Red Oak forcing Atlantic to play their starters to the end. That's
Handlos with the bucket. It's 67-48. 2.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Bergeron pulls up just inside the three-point line. Top of the key, no good. Rebound grab by Templeton. Outlet pass to Becker, but can't get there. Goes out of play. Tigers will have the ball.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a gut check there for Red Oak to play hard against those reserves. Force Atlantic to bring their starters back into the game.
Bergeron across the center stripe. The top of the key. Works his way left. Hits it to DeVries. Back to Bergeron. Right side Sifford. Dumps it down and it's Ryan Johnson. Attempts a Handlos. Stolen back by the Tigers. There's Gillen. Flips it to Ryan Johnson. We're going to have a foul on the floor.
A lot of free throws here going down the stretch, Aaron.
A lot of free throws.
A lot of free throws.
That foul was on Sturham.
I got dinner.
Grant Sturham. You have dinner?
I have dinner waiting for me.
Uh-oh.
At home.
Ryan Johnson puts it up. This is no good.
Ryan's got that unique free throw style he's gone to where he just holds it in one hand. He's been pretty effective from the free throw line.
He's been really effective with it. That one did not drop for him. This one does. Ryan gets the second. It's 67-49. 2:03 to play in the ball game. Grant Sturm with the ball. Pressure in the backcourt from the Tigers. Becker, top of the key, baseline left to Handlos. He takes it down, puts a little.
Went right around Max trying to take a charge, and Schuyler went right around him, glided to the hoop.
He has 24 points in tonight's ball game.
Yeah,
Handlos does.
He's just a really good ball player. I'm excited to see Ryan Bloom and Glenwood Thursday, but that's a great performance by Handlos.
Yeah. Good ball player.
And Max, the reason him been hooked up mostly man-to-man, and I truly believe Max will be one of the best players in the Hawk 10 Conference as his career progresses, and he's learning a lot of lessons tonight seeing Mr. Handlos.
Little substitution here.
Landon Kaus is in the game for the Tigers.
Landon comes in, and Max takes a seat. Landon Kaus with the ball to Gilland. Right side to Sifford. Top of the key to Kaus. That's Landon Kaus. Sifford, minute 23 to play in the ball game.
Fernando Lepe is getting his warm-up off. He'll be coming in here.
Sifford, and we'll have a foul on the play. It's either on Williams or Sturham. It's on Williams.
That Coach Plank's going to clean the bench here. Looks like we've got Nolan Blackman, Aiden Bruce coming in the game as well.
All right.
And it looks like Atlantic's going to go back to all their reserves. So we are officially in
minute 16 to play in the ball game.
In NBA, it's called garbage time, but that's not true in high school.
Yes. See, I told you. Leave it at the and one with the NBA.
I shouldn't have brought up that NBA now. You're not an NBA fan?
I do. I really dislike the NBA. We'll say that. Yeah, it's not my – I just don't care for it at all.
Yeah, I think once Michael Jordan left the league, I was pretty much done with the NBA.
Jordan was awesome.
Jordan, Magic, Bird.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys are great. Charles Barkley.
Shots up. It's good from Sifford.
Love those guys.
Coming into the game is
there's personality there. Charles Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
How can you not like Charles Barkley?
Do you remember Carl Malone?
Carl, the mailman. The mailman doesn't deliver on Sundays, though. So Scottie Pippen told him.
Scottie Pippen, an old Arkansas boy there.
Betcha.
So. And with
Gillen with
the steal steps out of play. Minute 3 to play in the ball game. 69-50, Atlantic with the lead.
Good to see some of these younger Tigers out there.
All right, here we go. Inbound pass will come from Ethan Sturham. to Anderson, top of the key. Anderson with the ball to Ethan. Now top of the key to Jewell. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Rasmussen. Out to Ethan Sturm. There's Anderson with the ball. 45 seconds remaining.
That's a good take there by that young man, number 5.
Caleb Anderson goes up with it. Fought for. Coming away with it is Landon Kaus. 40
Let's see if we
seconds.
get one of these young Tigers in the scorebook here.
Lepe pulls up for 3. It's no good. Rebound. Jewell.
Fernando's got a good shot. You know, I've seen him shoot in practice, and he's got a good shot. He can stroke that ball.
Back to action. Tigers will have the ball. Inbound pass comes from Gillen. 31 seconds remaining in the ball game. Gillen put it into play to Blackman. Blackman into the lane. He goes, puts it up. It's no good. Rebound grabbed by Reynolds. Reynolds to Anderson. And slowing down.
Atlantic's going to just keep it right there, I think, for the most part.
Out on the left side.
Well, take that back.
Rasmussen goes up. He's fouled with 12 seconds. It's on Lepe.
I wonder if this young man is related to Haley Rasmussen. Chances are.
Chances are.
I'm sure
that
people are on the radio listening and say, yes, he is, or no, he's not. One of the two there.
I think that he is. Shots up, it's good.
Well, he's 6'3", a freshman, so he's going to grow a little bit.
I know Haley's a good basketball player. Shots up, it's
Absolutely.
good. He gets both of them. 71-50. Kaus with the ball. Picks it up, gets it to Gillen. 5 seconds. Down underneath it goes to Bruce. Bruce puts it up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Reynolds, and that is going to do it. 71-50. Atlantic with the victory over Red Oak. Matt, thoughts on the game?
Well played game by Atlantic. Atlantic really came in and took it to Red Oak. There's no way to describe it. They just handled them, and Skylar is a handle though.
He's a handful.
Boy, I tell you what.
He's a good ball player.
Yeah, he's the best ball player I've seen perform all year. I'm not saying he's the best ball player, but performance-wise, he is by far the best. We're going to see a good one Thursday night in Ryan Bloom. But, yeah, all in all, Atlantic kind of.
They took it. I mean, they controlled the ball game.
They did. They controlled the ball game.
The Tigers, though, it was competitive, Matt. 8-point spread at half.
Yeah, I just don't think Red Oak had. Again, I go back there. I know these are young people who have a lot of energy, but that is just that's a lot to put on a kid to come back late. Probably not in bed till 12:30 maybe at the earliest. Got school all day. Don't have any time to prep for a team. Got another team that's been rested and sitting there. So I think that makes a little bit of difference because Red Oak just. Last night in Kemper, the defensive intensity was just amazing, and that was not there. And usually that's a sign of it. Offensively, everybody wants to score, so you can see more. But defensively, usually where you see what kind of energy you have. And but Atlantic just pounds the boards and did a great job offensively, and kind of took Red Oak out of their offense a lot. They really did not give a lot of open threes. Red Oak had to earn that, but. All in all, Red Oak hung in there, learning lesson, young team against a more senior team, and Red Oak now 5-7 on the year. Atlantic's 4-5, and that's a really good 4-5 team. And that streak that we talked about continues on. So, what happens when they meet up in Atlantic?
Let's take a quick break, Matt, and we'll come back and look at some scores right after these messages.
Wow.
Okay, I got it.
Wow.
Welcome back to Red Oak, and join now. Okay, Matt, you have a final for me there?
Well, if you want to get some Hawk 10 scores.
Let's do our stats for the Red Oak
Okay.
Tigers first, and then we'll get some Hawk 10 scores.
Gotcha. Okay, for Red Oak Tigers, these are unofficial Matt Davis stats here. Got Henry Gillen with 2 points on the night. Garrett Cowles with 2 points. Ryan Johnson with 3 points. Caden Johnson with 7. I had Max for 10 points. Baylor Berger, an outstanding game, had him for 19. Brad Sifford, 4 points. Nick Fouts, 2 points for Red Oak. For Atlantic, Ethan Sturm had 4 points. Grant Sturm, 7 points. Skylar Hanlos, we're giving him 27 on the night. Just phenomenal game, phenomenal performance by Skylar Hanlos. Caden Anderson, 2 points. Keaton Jewell, 6. Craig Becker, 5. Dayton Templeton, 4. Colton Rasmussen, 2. Ethan Williams, 9. Garrett Reynolds, 5. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Trojans getting the scorebook tonight, and they win the game 71-50 and move to 4-5 on the season.
Good ball team, Matt.
Very good ball team, and as I look at their schedule, it looks like they go from here. They have Harlan at Atlantic, if I'm reading this correctly, and then they go to Harlan, and they have Creston and Shenandoah coming up. So I expect the Atlantic Trojans to pick up quite a few more wins down the stretch. For Red Oak, they'll be back in action playing at Glenwood on Thursday. Is that correct? I'm looking at my schedule. They got them playing.
Glenwood at Thursday for the Tigers.
Yep, Glenwood Thursday for the Tigers. And then next week they come back and they'll play Denison and Underwood's on the schedule. So
Yep.
there you go.
There you go.
But we had some scores from Hawk 10. A real surprising score. Kemper defeats Clarinda in a close one, 64-63. That game
That's
up in Kemper, and you look last
surprising.
night. Well, I'm not sure if Clarinda played last night. Let's see if they had a back-to-back. But they go up to Kemper, and that's who Red Oak just beat last night. But they go up there and are defeated by Kemper. The Clarinda Cardinals now 9-6 on the year. Also, we have a score at halftime. We have Creston up on Shenandoah, 24-17. Other Hawkeye 10 games tonight has Denison at Lewis Central and Glenwood at St. Albert. We have no scores on those yet.
So a lot. Well, Sports Wrap tomorrow will be full.
It'll be a full. We'll have all the scores. We'll have corner conference scores, Western Iowa scores, Pride of Iowa, Hawkeye 10 scores, all the boys and girls action. Every gym in Iowa was going at it tonight. It was, and you know what? For what all this COVID season, it's good to see this.
Yeah.
And these teams, we didn't even mention that, but both teams appeared to be healthy. There was no COVID issues or anything like that. So
it seems to be.
So I mean, maybe, knock on wood, maybe we're kind of a little bit from a sports perspective, a little bit on the downhill side of this. We'll see.
Certainly hope so. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages. Davis, joined now by the head coach of the Red Oak Tigers.
This year, but they're tough. And they got scores. They finished really well around the rim. They got some size, and it was, it's tough. It was a major letdown spot for us tonight, and unfortunately, we weren't prepared for it. And we can, the past couple games, we've come out and jump on teams early. They jumped on us tonight, and that's kind of how the game went.
Skylar Handless is quite the offensive talent.
He is, yes, he is.
He's got all the moves and all those things. I noticed, though, to me in the second half, you put that press on him, Coach, and it seemed to be effective. That press caused quite a few turnovers there.
Yep.
Also, I think they brought in the reserves. Your team stuck with it, forced Coach Evelyn to call timeout, brought his starters back in.
Yeah, I mean, we fought and we clawed, and that's what I challenged him with. And I told him before the game, I said, what nobody's expecting much of you guys tonight, and that's what I've told them for the past couple weeks to get them motivated, and they were gassed. Last night they played their butts off, and I was proud of them, and I knew that tonight was a potential letdown spot, and unfortunately our legs left us, and we went with majority of last night was a 7-man rotation, and so we paid for that tonight.
Baylor Berg, going to talk about his game tonight.
Well, he played. I mean, he's our leader, and the way that he scored the ball tonight is, if we're going to get to the level that we want to be at, where we think we can be at, he's going to need to score like that. And, yeah, he did a great job. He's been our vocal leader, and he's been our he's our point guard. He's our floor general. So I'm proud of him. Shots finally fell tonight. He's been working hard, so he deserved it.
Very good.
All right, Coach.
Glenwood Thursday night.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any easier.
No, it doesn't get in. And I told the boys that too. I said, this is a tough Hawkeye 10 stretch, and I said, I need you guys with me here for a couple more tough games. We'll get some non-conference games after that. But, yeah, I mean, it's no night off, that's for sure.
And get some sleep, right? Everybody needs to get some sleep tonight.
Yeah, everybody needs to get some sleep. That's right.
There you go.
All right, very good. Coach, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll see you Thursday night.
Sounds great.
Have a good one. Coach Spencer Plank with us, our